Hello, you spectacular specimens of humankind, you happy-go-lucky scamps of individuals. How are you doing? How's things? How has the few days been treating you? It feels weird. It feels like a Monday. It feels like a Monday, friends. Good morning. Good morning, Dabbercockers. Good morning. It feels like a Monday. This is very peculiar. Like, I went away for a couple of days to, because my darling partner, McSteffels, was going away for work due. Went all the way down the country for this thing. Had a terrible fucking time in regards to like hotels and oh my lordy, oh my lordy. Well, before we go into all of that, ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Oh my lordy, I haven't seen that name in a long time. How you doing? Raiding in Odin's name. How's it going, G-Dub? Hello, you beautiful bean. How's it going? I haven't seen you in fucking forever. How you doing? How's life treating you? Hope you're doing well. What have you been up to? Tell me all about it. Tell me all the bits and pieces. Throw them at the raiders. Throw them at the cheeky devils. Oh, my lordy, the scandal, I tell you. Welcome on in, you beautiful individuals. Friends, if you're new here, two things you need to know about this channel. One, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry I'm such a burden, you're doing some music. What kind of music were you making? What kind of music were you making? Tell me all about it. Tell me all the bits and pieces. Tell me what you've been up to. Did have a vocal cover set. My voice broke, so I had to stop. Oh, that's a shame. That's it. I hope you did your vocal warm-ups. I hope you did all your vocal warm-ups, G-Dub. All that. All of those ones. The big black bug bit, the big black bear, and no, fucked it. The big black bug bit, the big black bear, and the big black bear bled bright red blood. That one. Yeah. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy had a square cut punt, not a punt cut square, but a square cut punt. It was square at the back and round at the front. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy had a square cut punt. I remember. I didn't you? Oh, you see, you gotta do the vocal warm-ups, G-Dub. You gotta do the vocal warm-ups. Otherwise, no wonder your voice is gonna crack. I haven't done my vocal warm-ups properly on this. Never mind anything else. Do you know what I mean? I haven't done these vocal warm-ups. But it's all right. I'm not singing, so we're okay. Do you know what I mean? That's all new to you. Oh, the big black bear. The big black bear bit the big black bear bit the big black. No, the big black bug bit the big. Oh my fucking god! I can't say it slowly. The big black bug bit the big black bear, and the big black bear bled bright red blood. That's the tongue twister. The tongue twisters are the best for warming up all your face muscles. All your face muscles is the big black bug bit, the big black bear, and the big black bear bled bright red blood. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells that she sells are seashells, I'm sure. You have to Google them. Well worth it. Because it warms up your soft palate, your hard palate, your tongue, your lips, and all of the other like little muscles and stuff in your face. I used to do it up and down the scale as well. So you do tongue twister at one tone, and then you take it up through the octaves so that you're warming up whilst tightening. If you're going up, you tighten your muscles, and as you're going down, it loosens the muscles. Sounds better with a British accent. Well, you're just gonna have to put on a British accent, Onion Pencil, obviously. But I hope you had a wonderful stream. GW, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab some kind of delightful beverage, some wonderful hot cold, or if the time is permitting, flamboyant as fuck beverage, please go do so. Thank you so much for bringing your people in. It means a lot to me, especially today, as today is not a day that I normally stream, but I did stream last week, and then it was just a peculiar. Do you know what? My schedule's a bit off at the moment. It's just a bit off at the moment, but we're doing all right. We're doing okay. We're happy-go-lucky scamps, you know. Well, happy-go-lucky scam. Like I was saying, friends, if you're new here, two things you need to know about this channel. I've already done the first one with don't apologize. But two, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard, and I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. No, you cheeky devils. It's not what we're about. That's not what we do. You know? But yeah, welcome on in. How's it going? How's things? Let me say hi to everybody. How's it going, Onion Pencil? Hello, Aries Ptolemy. Hello, Dapper Cogsworth. Lady Daydream, long time no see. Hope you're doing well, you beautiful beans. Zooey Booey, how are you doing? How's it going? All you UK people, I hope you went out and voted today. It was the not the general election, the local elections today. And I hope you went out and voted wherever you are able to vote. You know, how you doing, Armis Blackfire? Hello, you beautiful being Zooey Booey. Thank you very much for contributing towards our Yorkshire stream that is coming up. It's got to be relatively close now. It's got to be relatively close to being complete. I will have to schedule it in. You know, Patience. Hello, you cheeky devil. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. One True Cripple. Hello, you beautiful being. Glad you're back. Could use the vibes today. We got all the vibes. Whatever vibes you need. You want some vibes? Hey, One True Cripple, you want some vibes? I got all the vibes. Any vibe? 75% complete. Hey, you want some vibes? We got 75% off our Yorkshire vibes because that's how much has been completed so far. 75% off our Yorkshire vibes. You want some vibes? We got vibes. What vibes you want? We got it. It's all right. We got all of it. Indeed. R2D2 that is orgasming everywhere. Adrian, thank you very much for the 200 little bits for our orgasming R2D2. Can't help it, all right? Sometimes. Do you know what I mean? What do you call an artist that gives off bad vibes? Sketchy. Oh my fucking god, Zabadian. Really? Really? Oh my lordy. Oh, got an itchy nose. Ah. God damn it. God damn it. Anastasia, how you doing? How's it going? Not a raider, but you did just get here. That is perfectly fine. I've only just started streaming, to be fair. I'm 11 minutes in, you know? I'm 11 minutes in. It's all good. And what were you doing vocal? If GW, if you're still here, what are you doing vocals of? What vocal covers were you doing today? Tell us all about it. Tell all the bits and pieces. Friends of mine, my people, go and check out GW. GW we haven't seen in fucking... I almost say GW, but GW we haven't seen in fucking forever. GW is old school in the community. Old school. Musicals and Disney. Oh, fucking awesome. Is that the kind of content that you normally produce, GW? Is that the kind of stuff that you normally do? I was about to say, do I follow you? I do follow you. I do follow you. Friends, GW is almost 1,000 followers. They're at 933 followers. Can we push them towards a little bit further towards can we push them a little bit further towards 1,000? Can we help them out with that? Let's get them their first K. Their first 1,000. Get on it. Get on it, friends. Get on it, you know? Not at the moment, I meant. What's not at the moment on your pencil? You know? Have to Google them. It's well worth it. It's well worth it. If you're interested in your vocal stuff, I went to vocal coaching for about 5 years. And yeah, you make your face, the vocal coaching, your face makes the stupidest fucking looks, all right?
Yeah,
you've got
subscribed. Most kind.
Patience. Thank you very much for gifting that tier 1 sub to GW. Not only that, but that is our first gift sub in the new Plus program. So according to Twitch, I should get 60% of that revenue as opposed to the usual 50%, which is very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Thank you very much, Patience, for that. GW, I will now end the I keep trying to say GW. GW, I shall now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my sexy Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, though. And, of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. Well, God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? Wait, aren't I partnered? Yes, I am partnered. But partners still only get 50-50. So, the way that it works, GW, all right, and I'll say it so that everyone's aware, okay? At one stage, many moons ago, all right, partnered streamers were able, as I understand it, partnered streamers were able to negotiate certain subscription splits, okay? So if you were like a particularly large streamer, you could negotiate to have like a 60-40 split or a 70-30 split. They usually, when you hit partner, there used to be a different thing where it was like 50-50 on one level and then maybe a 70-30 on another level or other bits and pieces. It really depended on when the partnership was rolled out and what have you. However, with the new like monetization agreement that Twitch rolled out I want to say the middle of last year, effectively partners and affiliates all got 50-50 regardless. I think partners got slightly different for tier 1 and tier 2. I didn't check. I can't say I checked. I just kind of I try not to look too deeply into it, otherwise it gets me all depressed. I hate fucking looking at numbers, do you know what I mean? So they changed it so that like I can say that across tier 1 subscriptions for as long as I have been streaming, I have only ever had a 50-50 split. However, because of the Plus program, which is something they've rolled out here, if you have 100 paid subscriptions, which is 100 individual people that are choosing to use their money to pay for a subscription every single month for 3 months in a row, then you get a 60-40 split for 12 months. So from now until next April, I have a 60-40 split on all subs and gifted subs. So that's that wonderful gifted subscription that we got from GW there. That is my first 60-40 split subscription, so I very much appreciate that. I very, very much appreciate that. No worries, Authenticate, you lurk away. And
subscribed. Most kind.
VanCube!
Congrats on joining the Plus program.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate it, VanCube. I really, really appreciate it. It's been an interesting slog. It's been an interesting like fucking couple of years. But it's been an interesting time. It's been an interesting time, like with it all and what have you. There was a genuine worry last month that I wasn't gonna get it, and then this community fucking came through, because you always do, you beautiful, beautiful beings, you know. I will now describe your name upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum, Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got...
May chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
It usually does, to be honest with you. In my experience, chaos is very good at taking the world. Usually roughly from behind. Patience, thank you very much for the 200 little bits to play chaos. Chaos. So, by having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know, all of you chaos. How's it going, Pad Thai? Hello, you beautiful being. Hello, you glorious individual. How's it going? How's things? Let me give you a cheeky little shout out there, because people go check out our dear friend Pad Thai. Pad Thai is wonderful and glorious. They are absolutely fantastic. Hacker Simulator. What the fuck is Hacker Simulator? Tell me about Hacker Simulator. What is that? Tell me about that. You know, loving the fit today? You wait till you see it all, Poppy. You wait till you see it all. We've got fancy shit going on from the waist down, you know. Where was I? There we go. Finger licking chicken fried twice is a choir favorite that makes me cry. Finger licking chicken fried twice. Yes. How you doing, Nivea and Hello, you beautiful being? There is a difference between warm-ups for articulation and strength. For singing, I like Hey Sinai, Pretty Mountain. I don't know that one. So when it comes to a lot of vocal warm-ups, a lot of it comes down to, yeah, you're right. There's an articulation and strength are two completely different things, because they're different parts of the body. One of them's like the diaphragm down underneath the rib cage, and then one of them's this bit. This is the power. This is your accelerator pedal, and this is your steering wheel. You know? You know? What's your opinion of manlets? What is a manlet? Manlet, plural manlets. It's a derogatory term for a short man, especially a muscular man. Okay. Well, first of all, it's a derogatory term, so I'd appreciate you not using that. But generally speaking, my view is the same as my view of anybody else. Are they a decent person? Yes? Fucking sweet. Are they not a decent person? Alright, fuck them. Same as anybody else. Hello, how's it going, Taken? Hello, you beautiful bean. How you doing? How's things? Oh, no, I know how things are. I saw you in Abby Stabby stream earlier. I saw you in. I'm fucking done. We've passed that point. We've passed that point. You snubbed me once. Snubbed me too many times, Taken. You wouldn't let me cover you in butter and eat you like corn on the cob. It was terrible. Terrible, I tell you. God damn it. How's it going, Poppy? Hello, the baddie in hell. My lordy, all these beautiful people coming in here. 74%. Well, I got a big notification saying we were 75% of the way through the Yorkshire stream. Yeah, if we pass it in this week, well, I'll tell you what. Whichever week we pass it, it'll be the following Monday. Unless it's Mythical Mondays. All right? We'll organise it. We'll get it all sorted so you all get yourself all calm and we're able to get proper Yorkshire. You know? Can tell you all about all the joys of Yorkshire, like the tea and the puddings. It's the only way to be. When I die, I want to be buried in an area with a lot of seismic activity, strictly for the good vibes. I hate you, Sebastian. I hate you. However, I have to say, I've put myself forward for a tabletop roleplay show, which might be we're still organizing when it's going to get sorted, when it's going to get run, whether it's going to be filmed or whether it's going to be live. There's a lot of things that are going on in amongst that. However, in the process of that, I thought about the character I want to play, and I came up with a fucking awful dad joke. And if we played the game that I expect that we're going to be playing, and I get to play the character that I want to play, that dad joke is coming into it. That dad joke is... I can't not do it now. Do you know what I mean? I can't not do it. So, yeah, expect me to... If you are somebody who watches tabletop roleplay shows, expect that to come out. Expect to see me say a horrific dad joke, and then expect to watch me desperately try not to cringe live on stream while I am completely in character. All right? It's fun. It's fun. NASA is launching a satellite to say sorry to the aliens. They're calling it Apollo G. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this. Not only did I vote, I got to stroke the station cat. I got to stroke the station in the polling cat. I got to stroke the cat in the polling station. Love it. Love it. We're going to do stuff from Hasbin Hotel, but I didn't get to do it. That's fair. You got to look after your throat, G-Dub. And also, more specifically, you've got to warm up. Warm up and cool down. Most important things you can do when doing anything with your voice. Whether it be speaking or singing or what have you, got to do both. I don't.
Okay, I saw through Bitis at the Filth Wizard. Now I have to go.
Swoon.
Be well.
There was too much going on there. Evidently, there wasn't a delay where I thought there was going to be a delay. Came, I threw biddies at the Filth Wizard. Now I have to go. You take it easy, patience. You take it easy, beautiful being. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Let me quickly jump into my events and that specific bitty alert. What was it? It was 300, wasn't it? Let me add a delay in there, because otherwise I will completely forget to do it. But there should be a delay in there. A delay of 3 seconds. We'll put the delay. Oh, cancel. Cancel. Do it there. There we go. Save. Okay, we're good. Let's just make sure it works. Let's make sure it works. Let's make sure it works. Otherwise, it'll go wrong and I'll be pissed off.
300 bits in this day and age.
There we go.
Test message.
Swoon.
It needs to be longer than that. Oh, the scandal. Don't worry. It's all right. It's okay. We can edit this out in post. We can edit it all out in post. Four seconds. That'll do. I'm not going to run it again. It'll happen. Or it won't happen. One of the two. One of the two. You take it easy, patience. Thank you very much for the 300 little panderings. I appreciate you. Mainly play games now, less than the music stuff, but they are occasionally. Entirely fair, GW. Entirely fair. You do what you need to do, friend. You do what you need to do. Like tomorrow, we're doing another extra stream, and I'm genuinely questioning what we're going to be doing. I might play Rain on Your Parade, because I know that a few people have been chasing that for a while. A few people have been saying that, oh, they'd really like to see me play Rain on the Parade. Oh yeah, friends. We got an extra stream today because I didn't stream Tuesday or Wednesday. We've got an extra stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow as well. And then on next Tuesday, we finished Dredge now, so I figured that next Tuesday was the perfect time. Next Tuesday, I'm doing my first ever sponsored stream on Twitch. So we're gonna be playing a new game next Tuesday. It's not the kind, I will say, it's not the kind of game that I would normally play, but based on what you people have said about games that interest you, and what I've read about this game, and of course, let's be honest about this, the money they have offered me, I am really intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by it, and I'm more specifically intrigued by your reactions, because it feels like something that you people would really enjoy, because a lot of you at least have said that you really like this stuff. All right, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. All right, see if you like it. Apparently it's got science involved in it as well as interesting gameplay. I am fascinated, and I will say that when we play the game, when we do like the sponsored segment next Tuesday, please bear in mind that no matter whether I'm being paid or not for anything, I will always be I always try and be completely honest about my review of a game. That being said, I'm not going to turn around and say that being paid won't influence that, because it does, and in like subtle and subconscious ways. Do you know what I mean? So I will be as honest as I am possibly able to be about, as always, about the way that I am as a human being. But yeah, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. Are you going to download this yet? No, I don't think so, G-Dub. I don't think so. I've never really been a massive fan of the festival dynamics, you know? It's because I'm far too vain. If I can't get myself a good fucking shower, I really struggle with it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? If I can't get myself a shower, and I've been to download before. I've done the experience of it. Camping out was good fun. Getting pissed was very good fun. All the music was very, very good fun. Plonking my ass over a hole that leads to a vat of shite, not so much. Not being able to have a shower every single day. Oh, I struggled. I was a dusty mess. Dusty mess. It's fucking horrible. You know, love a good shower. Yeah, I like my luxuries. I like my little luxuries. I can do it without. Don't get me wrong. I can go camping. I can go have a wonderful time. Not an issue at all. But I am a man of my little luxuries. Not massive luxuries, but my little ones. Being able to have a shower when I feel vile is definitely a thing. Plunking my ass over a hole that leads to a vat of shite. That's exactly what the toilets are. You go up some stairs, you go along, you try and find a door that isn't completely fucking broken. You're like, my God, look at that. Oh, it's just a hole. It's just a hole in a metal sheet that leads to a cargo container that is filled with feces. Fucking horrible. Toilet paper is essential. I just took a fucking pack of scouring brushes to cleanse me. The vileness can't stick to you if you take layers of skin off. Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Milky Pock? How you doing? Where were we? Oh, my lordy. How you doing, Hellkitten, you beautiful being? Oh my lordy, all these people coming in with their streaks as well. Hellkitten streaking through here for 5 streams in a row. Zabadian streaking through here for 10 streams in a row. Good lord. You people, it is getting warmer. It is getting warmer. But like putting some clothes on, I can understand why you might not want to do that. Because it is getting a little toasty. I say a little because there is still it's fucking amazingly sunny and beautiful as soon as the sun's out. But good lord, is it so cold when the clouds cascade across the sky? You know, it's just like fucking hell, I'm freezing. Do you know what I mean? So friggin' muggy there at the moment, yeah, Pixie Bomb. Still remember the Luro Wars of 2019? When did I go? I went at like 2009? 2009 Download Festival. Was it Download 2009?
Yeah, you
No.
subscribed. Most kind.
Congrats on
Moopin!
your plus upgrade, yo.
Moopin, you beautiful being. Thank you very much for coming in for 45 months, Moopin. Thank you so much for the congratulations as well. I appreciate it. You're referring to the Panini, but good on you not picking up on that. It wasn't worth remembering. Oh. 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 Well, I'm glad it wasn't worth remembering, but, oh. And yeah, I completely didn't pick on that. Moopin! I shall now inscribe your name back upon the mirror vein for the 45 months. Good lord, I can't believe it's been that long, Moops. Can't believe it's been that long. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh god, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? You know? I will also say that I find that...
Yeah, you subscribed.
Shade Secrets!
Most kind.
Well,
Come-
an entire January long of months of vanity laughing smiley.
We are one entire January long. One entire January. Shade Secrets. I shall now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat. You cheeky devil, you. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh god, I look rough, but god damn, do I make rough look good. Oh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? You know? Nah, banana. Oh, no. Nah, banana. A good old nah, banana. That old chestnut. That old ma banana. No, nah, banana. Nah, banana. That one. Yeah. It's all good. It's all fun and kids. Oh, my god. How are you doing, Shades? How are you doing? Look in today's fit. Don't worry, in half an hour's time you will get to see it. You'll get to see the whole shebang, you know. Where'd you learn to make banana splits at a Sunday school? Oh my god. Oh my god. I made your wondrous face. I'm in your neck of the woods on Saturday. I am out of my neck of the woods on Saturday. Unfortunately, Pad Thai. Unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have loved to have run into you and had a nice cup of tea or something. That would have been absolutely wonderful. But no, I'm away this weekend. This is one of the weekends that I go visit McSteffels. So even though I've only just been... So basically, friends, I went up on Tuesday morning... Stayed over Tuesday and Wednesday at McSteffels' place because McSteffels was off for a work do down south and she needed somebody to look after her son. So I was there going, yeah, I will look after bonding time. He taught me a lot about football. Which is hilarious because I don't know fuck all about football. I have no interest in it at all. And he was like, so this is what they call top bins. And I'm like, why would they put a bin at the top? I don't understand. What? Surely is that not a goal? No? Alright, okay. Fair enough. Bins. All of the bins. So, did all the bonding time stuff. Unfortunately, McSteffels did not have a great trip down. She had awkwardness on the train and awkwardness with the hotel. It was just a bit of a shit experience for her. And... as a result, I was like, well, instead of this weekend, you coming to see me, I'm going to come see you. You stay here, you fucking sleep, you rest, and I will come here. That's not a problem at all, you know? So, yeah, she's hopefully going to be resting this weekend. She gets an extra day because with it being bank holiday here in the UK, which is like the Monday off. But, oh, excuse me. But yeah, so she's not feeling well. She's not feeling good. She's fucking run down. She's sleepy. And I'm just like, do you know what? Do you want me to come up or do you want to come down? And she was like, would it be a problem you coming up? And I'm like, no, not even slightly. Not even slightly. I am more than happy to come up. But no issues at all. In fact, I demand it, you know? You know? Overall good. Pixie Bomb doing very well, thank you very much. Doing as good as humanly possible. Non-Hacker Sim is a super fun hacking game with chaos level, with chaos and different levels of chaos. Ooh, how exciting! I've just been sent somebody, a company messaged me and they were like, "Hey, we're bringing out a new simulator game. Insert title of game here." And they were like, "We think you'd be really interested." And I'm like, "I don't play simulator games." Why do you feel like I would be very good for it? I suppose I do play dating simulator games. However, I have also realized as well, friends, that fucking the new chapter of Sucker for Love is out, which I think we might. Maybe when I get my next Twitch payment, we will get that and play it. And because we're at the very, very end of Poppy Playtime, and I feel like that might be a fun one to follow it up.
Yeah,
a fun one to follow it up.
Most kind.
New game, not just a chapter. What? What? It's a new game? I thought it was just a new chapter of the game. No. Max Wattage, thank you very much for giving that sub for Taken there. My first name was Taken. You beautiful individual. You will now have your name inscribed on the Mirror Vein. By having your name on the Mirror Vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil, though I know you wish it was. Yeah, thirsty for the old fuzzy butt of Valen Vein. I know you. I know you. Can't help yourself. Do you know what I mean? Can't help yourself. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? For those people that don't know, my first name was Taken is one of my friends. One of my dear buddies. Happy-go-lucky scamp. Phenomenal writer. Absolutely fucking phenomenal writer, you know? Retainers and meds reminders, yes, friends, and also binder reminders if you're wearing a binder. Please take a couple of deep breaths, stretch those lungs out, stretch those rib cages out. Thank you so much, Max, you beautiful bean. Look at all, like, this is all of these ones. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have got 5 subscriptions already, friends. 5 subscriptions that are on the 60-40 split. And I feel fucking very happy. I feel very warm in the heart. Very warm in the old cockles, you know? Warm in the old cockles. You cheeky devils, how's it going, Islida? How you doing? There's a simulator game for almost anything. There are multiple orgasm simulator games. I feel like I probably have that. I've definitely got the wanking simulator game, which is fucking ludicrous. Like, actually fucking weird. Like, straight up weird. For those people that don't know, I play not safe for work games. And I play them for 2 reasons. One, because I want to know what the world of... My world of filth and debauchery is rolling out into the world of gaming. I want to know what's out there. And it turns out, not great stuff. Not even not great stuff in regards to... Like, a lot of the games are very well made. They're just not very ethical. To say the least. They're just not very ethical. And yeah, the wanking simulator is just a weird one. You run around trying to like break into people's houses and shit like that, and all the time, the entire time, you're wanking. And every so often you get to like blow your load over random bystanders and stuff, and I'm just like, this is just weird. This is just really weird. Ethics nice. Ethics are nice indeed. How you doing, painted lady? Hello, you beautiful bean. Ethics are indeed nice. We like to warm the heart. Yeah. I'm glad that you warm the heart of my cockles. My cockles are indeed needing of warmth. Manda, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and between, 4 minutes ago, Manda 1417. Redeemed to praise the mods. Could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thank you to those wonderful moderators. You are welcome, my darling moderators, for all of the love that you will have cascade upon you, you cheeky little shits. You cheeky little shits, you. You deserve all of this love. Thank you so much for all you do in and out of stream, for me behind the scenes and for the community in the Discord. I appreciate you. Brains Weasels and Mommy Pixie has a bat with her name on it. So the best start to the nice... What? Oh, I missed some stuff. Doing okay today? Aww. You're okay, but bad brain day. I can understand. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Do you know what I mean? I came at a good time. Kiara Strings. Hello, you beautiful being. Long time no see. I hope you're well. You beautiful being. Axel Swift, how's it going? Welcome on in. My lordy. All these beautiful people coming in here. Been a long time since... To be fair, I suppose it's been a long time since I have done a Just Chatting stream on a Thursday night. So, it's a new thing. New TCRPG shit. Yeah. Max, you beautiful bean. Thank you very much for giving that sub to One True Cripple as well. OTC. I shall now inscribe your name upon the mirror. Vin. By having your name upon the mirror of any means, you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? It's the only way to do it. Officially, the only way to do it. You know? What a beast. Can I say? I'm so manly. Brilliant. I will say it is highly entertaining. McSteffels' son is an absolute fucking legend. I do love him very, very dearly. He's a great kid. Genuinely great kid. But it is very interesting watching a kid who was quite popular in his school. He's quite popular amongst his friends and what have you. Watching him grow up through like the puberty years, or approaching the puberty years, and it's just like, okay, was I this obsessed with football and violence? was I that? Okay, all right. I've realized that I'm becoming more and more like my own father. Like every single time, I'm just like, yeah. Like he's getting, yeah. Well, if they decided to say that, then I'd deck them. And I'm like, really? What would that solve exactly, child? What would that solve? Welcome to Teenage Boys. Yeah. He's very much in that. You know what I mean? He's very, very much in that. But I will say, as much as it is football and violence, in a lot of it is just, oh well, I'd do this, oh well, I'd do that, oh well, I'd do this, and he's got a lot of attitude and what have you. I will say his heart is fucking in the right place. Absolutely in the right place. Absolutely in the right place. Because, like, what was it he said the other day? We were talking about a content creator who was particularly effeminate. It was a cisgender man who was particularly effeminate, and we were talking about the fact that he might be gay, but it could just be the fact that he's particularly effeminate. Nothing problem, no issues at all, you know. And McSteffels' son was like, do you think he gets picked on for being like for being like gay and stuff? And I was like, I would imagine so, because unfortunately the world is the way that it is, you know. There's the people in the world that can't understand different sexualities and stuff, so unfortunately they decide to take it out on those people that they don't understand. And he was like, oh well, don't like that. And I was like, I understand that. And he was like, you know, if I saw somebody who was gay and they were getting picked on, I'd go up to the other person and I'd like hit him right in the face. And I was just like, I mean, you don't have to do that, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I do appreciate the sentiment. He was like, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with being gay. And I was like, yeah, I know there's nothing wrong with being gay, but you don't have to immediately go for violence. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to immediately go for violence. You know? Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine who do they think they are? The absolute audacity, I tell you, the absolute audacity. The Mountain Shade Raid from Cherney Adventures. How's it going, Cherney? How you doing, you beautiful bean? How's things? What were you up to? Tell me all about it. Tell me all the bits and pieces. People from my stream, go check out the wonderful Cherney. Cherney, how's things? How's things? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in fucking ages. I haven't seen you in ages. What were you doing today? Tell me all about it. Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden. You're in some Dragon Age Inquisition? Ah. No one expects the Dragon Age Inquisition. Of all of the Dragon Age games, no one expects the Dragon Age Inquisition. I feel like I need a fun hat when I'm saying that, you know? How was it? Did you have wonderful adventures? Is it the first time you've played Dragon Age Inquisition, or is this like a replay? Tell us about it. Friends, like I said, if there's 2 things you need to know about this place. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard. I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young, all right? Go check out Cherney, friends. Go do the thing. Tell my friends that all the time. You feel like apologizing, thank me instead. Yeah, much more positive way of doing it. Apologizing, where, especially in situations like that, by being like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm such a burden. It's like, I am taking on guilt. I am taking on guilt for things that I cannot help in this current situation, because there's a reason why I'm late, or there's a reason why I feel this way, or there's a reason why I am constantly feeling burdensome, in inverted commas, towards you. It's a very negative mind thought. If you turn around and say it more positively and say, thanks for waiting. I'm really, like, I was late because of these things. I really, really appreciate you waiting for me. Or, thanks so much for being there for me when I need you. Because I've been having a really fucking hard time and I've been beating myself up about it. And it's really, really nice to know that I can, like, trust you and that you'll encourage me in these ways. And I can guarantee that every friend out there would much rather have the latter. Apart from if you're late, because some people are like, if you're like 40 minutes late for something, it's one thing if you're 2 minutes late. It's another thing if you're like 40 odd minutes late, you know? Thanks for listening to my rambles rather than sorry for talking so much. Oh, God, yeah. God, yeah. Thank you for listening to my rambliness. Allow me to indulge more of your time with this context, you know? Good, thank you. It's been so long. It has been long. I've missed you. Been running an Iron Bull romance this go around. It's been lovely also talking about the Queer Summer Camp event coming up in June. Ooh, how exciting.
Most kind.
Max, thank you very much for giving that sub to Kiara. Kiara, give me 2 seconds. Let me read what they were saying there. So coming up, it's okay to be gay. It is okay to be gay. We were literally just talking about my partner's son. He's approaching his teenage years, so everything is like football and violence. That is what he's all football and violence, but his heart's in the right place. And we were talking about how, like, me and him had a conversation about a particularly effeminate content creator, and he was asking, he was like, well, would you think that if he was gay that he gets picked on for being gay? And I was like, he probably does, yeah, because that's a lot of people can't understand different sexualities and they decide to take it out on these people. And he was like, you know, if I saw him being picked on, I'd go and punch the other guy in the face. And I was just like, I mean, you don't have to escalate to violence. You don't have to do that. And he's like, but it's fine to be gay. It's all right to be gay. And I was like, I know it's all right to be gay. The gay bit isn't the bit I have an issue with. It's the violence bit. it's the violence bit, you know, that cheeky little bit of violence that I have an issue there, you know? Max, thank you very much for giving that sub to Kiara. Kiara, I will now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all those sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Really good scene in the movie Demolition Man where Jake, Gyllenhaal, about how to handle being a young gay kid. Fucking hell, I haven't seen Demolition Man in so long. I haven't seen Demolition Man in many, many years. I used to love that movie. Demolition Man was like the pinnacle 80s action movie for me. Do you know what I mean? How's it going, Vampire Bites? How you doing? Thank you for holding space for me instead of, well, excuse me for living. Oh, wait. Might be the other one around. I mean, no. I would do both. Depends on what they were saying, you know? If they were like, I really appreciate you being an existence in my life, then yeah, thank you for holding space for me. If they're like, fuck you and everything you stand for, you're like, oh, excuse me for living. It's just Demolition? Oh, in which case, I'm thinking of a completely different fucking movie.
Yeah, subscribed. Most kind.
DJ, you cheeky devil. Oh my lordy. All these beautiful subscriptions. And the brand new 60-40 split because we hit the first level of the Plus program. I will eventually get used to this. But for right now, I am a giggly mess. And you'll have to deal with it. By the way, Cherny, if you need to disappear off and you need to go grab a snaffly treat, go grab some kind of delightful beverage, please, please, please go and do so. If you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. But I know what it's like when you've been streaming and you're exhausted and tired and you've been doing bits and pieces, especially if you've been adventuring, doing Iron Bull romances. I don't know what that means. I've never played Dragon Age Inquisition, but I can imagine it sounds exhausting, you know? Demolition Man's a great film. It is. How you doing, DJ? How's it going? I should now describe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? Do you enjoy Giggly Valen? There's a lot of Giggly Valen at the moment, I have to say. Thank you, everybody, for contributing your channel points towards Yorkshire stream. Aye, we're going to have Yorkshire stream where we talk about everything Yorkshire because I live in Yorkshire and I figured I love Yorkshire tea and I love Yorkshire pudding. So I thought, you know, we do Yorkshire stream. Need to get me flat cap. I'm not entirely sure where it is, but I'll get it nonetheless, you know. Oh, lordy. Channel your inner 42 and telling the dad joke. Jesus Christ, Abadian. Oh, fucking hell. I'm so fucking far behind on one of my chats. I'm going to scroll down. If I've missed something important, friends, please just copy and paste it into chat. It's fine and dandy. However, Zabadian, the reference was not lost on me. Fucking 42. Jesus Christ. We were talking about a tabletop roleplay game that I'm going to be playing in at some stage in the next little while. Not entirely sure when, but some stage in the next little while. And there will, if we play the game the way I'm expecting to play it, and if I play the character I'm expecting to play, when we record it or do it live or what have you, there are going to be certain dad jokes that I'm going to have to say, but completely straight-laced. And I fucking hate dad jokes, so this is going to be a difficult one. Do you know what I mean? Context: Iron Bull is the big, burly Canary, horned folk of the game, who wields a two-handed weapon. He's probably the most open-minded character of the romanceable NPCs, and part of his fighter company is a canon trans man. Oh, amazing. That's really, really cool. We do love inclusion. We do love inclusivity, you know? Everyone in my hometown was speaking about the crazy cool thunderstorm that happened last night. Silly sleeping me was asleep through the whole thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There'll be other crazy thunderstorms. Poppy, there will be other crazy thunderstorms. You don't have to worry about that. Fear ye not. Right, let me get the next bit all set up and ready. Thank you. It's this one. Cool. All good and dandy. While thunderstorm shall continue. Yeah, I love a good thunderstorm. I love a good thunderstorm so long as I'm inside. Or, like, I enjoy a good thunderstorm if I'm camping. I don't camp very often. I'm very much a glamper. I've got to that wonderful stage where I'm like, do you know what? I can do without sleeping on the floor. Unless I'm pissed. You know? Especially with the changes to the polar vortex. I didn't even realize there were changes to the polar vortex. However, with the way that the world is going at the moment, it would not surprise me. Would not surprise me one iota, you know? Was about a lovely stay asleep through the thunderstorm. You must have been, yeah, it must have been deep and restful. You know? Deep and restful. But yeah, there are simulator games for pretty much. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about simulator games. And I've been approached by a company to potentially play a simulator game. But like I said, like, I'm not like, other than like the occasional dating sim, which you people indulge the fuck out of, I'm not really a simulator gaming person. But I suppose if there was like a decent storyline to it, like, I like watching other people play simulator games. Like, I was watching Banlish play Drug Dealer Simulator, and that was quite entertaining. That was quite fun. But I can't say it was one that I would pick to choose, you know. But fuck it, if people are prepared to pay me to do it, and it's something that at least piques my interest, or more specifically, if it's going to be like any game, to be fair, that is going to appeal to the community, because I'm really picky about where I take, like, as much as I would love to not be, because I would definitely not be worrying about money quite so much if I just took any fucking sponsorship. The fact of the matter is that I am very picky about the sponsorships that I do take, because I want them to be worthwhile. I want them to be worthwhile for me, and I also want them to be worthwhile for all of you, you know? Because at the end of the day, like, if a company is going to pay me to advertise a game, then I would like to be advertising a game to people, to an audience that actually wants to play the fucking game. Do you know what I mean? Or at least might want to play the game. That kind of thing. I've had an interesting run-in with a couple of sponsors recently. People emailing me being like, oh my god, we've checked out your stuff, you're absolutely amazing, that's fantastic, yeah, we would love to sponsor you doing this, that, or the other. And I'm like, cool, no worries. And they're like, I'm just going to pass you over to this person who's in the advertisement or marketing team or whatever. They pass me over to somebody else who deals with it all. They ask me for all of my metrics, and then suddenly I don't hear anything else. And it's like, if my metrics weren't what you were looking for, why message me in the first place, you bastards? I've got no qualms. I got no qualms not being what people are looking for. Just don't build me up like that. Do you know what I mean? Don't build me up. Build me up and then ghost me. It's like the worst kind of edging, you know? Man of many talents. In your many faceted professions, have you done voiceover actor work before? I've done loads of actor work, yeah. I haven't done any I've done voiceover work for, like, the occasional stuff. But that's, like, more because friends need somebody to help them out more than anything else. I haven't done any, like, professional voiceover work. But in regards to acting, yeah, I was trained. I am a trained actor. A trained actor. A thespian, yes. A lesbian with a lisp. That's a story and a half. But yeah, no, I was a professional actor. I trained in university doing theatre and professional practice, which is theatre and everything to do with theatre. And then I left there, started doing a backstage thing, and did backstage for 2 years, doing lighting and sound and set design for about 2 years. And then after that, I got back on the stage and did acting for fucking hell, 6 years, 7 years. Then went and got a really real job. Got a driver's license, came out, and then I'm now what I do what I do now, which is streaming, event management, cabarets, and then the occasional bit of, like, performance stuff. When I can be, when I find something that's piqued my interest, or they're paying me enough. You know? Axel Swift, yeah, 771 gift subs. Yeah, Max Wattage has been here a very, very long time, and they are unreasonably supportive. They are beautiful and glorious, and I love them very, very, very dearly. My little heart. A little heart. You know? They've been super supportive of this community since... Fucking hell. Max was like one of the first people that joined the community, so for a very long time. Max has literally seen this community grow up from nothing, and has been a massive part of this community growing up from nothing to what it is today. So yeah, very humbled. You know, you work your way up to tier 4 eventually. One True Cribble, yeah, you think so? You enjoy the gothic look? Well, Poppy darling, in a minute's time, there will be what is I'm wearing today. In a minute's time, friends, there will be 3 minutes of adverts. If you are not a subscriber, do not worry. You will not be missing out on anything. I basically, in the first ad break, I dance around and show people what my wardrobe is. You know? Yeah, Am I still living in the UK? Yes, Axel. Yeah, I'm still living in the UK. Still here in Yorkshire. Living in Yorkshire, having a wonderful time, which is the reason why we're going to be doing the Yorkshire stream. If people donate their channel points to contribute towards the Yorkshire stream, then yeah, we'll be doing a Yorkshire stream dedicated to Yorkshire, because that's where I live. Love seeing the love you have for him. He's one lucky kid to have you, Eris. I really appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate that. I do love him very, very dearly. I love Mustafa very, very dearly. You know, it's just great. Do what I can. It's a very different dynamic coming in as a parental style figure, a pseudo parent, when they're already so old. But he's a great kid. He's a great kid. You know. Even when I was straight, I never cared for football. I have no... I cared for football when I was young because I cared about being involved with everybody, and everybody else liked football. But I remember very clearly going to a football game, and I was taken there by my friend's dad, because my parents don't give a shit about football either. So my friend's dad and my friend took me to a football match, and I was more interested in playing like hide and seek in amongst all of the chairs and stuff than watching the football game. I had no interest in it at all. It was very much a whoa, sports ball. Whoa. Ah. Yay. Referee. Yeah, I had no fucking clue. I had no fucking clue, you know? Yeah, I know. Where was I? Right, okay, yeah, we got to the raid. Not just any Colossal Filth Wizard, the greatest Colossal Filth Wizard. How you doing, Music Man? Hello, you beautiful bean. How's it going? How's it going? Must run. No worries on your pencil. You take it easy. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you. You probably ran a long time ago, but still. I'm still saying goodbye to you now. Do you know what I mean? Wait, I may say the wrong name. Yeah, Demolition Man is like an old Sylvester Stallone movie. Now the adverts are upon us, friends. The advertisements are upon us. Which means it is time for What is Valen Wearing Today? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between. It's time for What is Valen Wearing Today? Valen Vane is wearing a particularly gothic number today. He was a little bit cold, so he put on a nice little turtleneck, and then put on a very sexy, like streamlined, fitted dinner jacket. Of course, with a nice little pendant with a cheeky little bit of amethyst in it, because, well, purple. Yes, friends. I'm also wearing my very sexy, skin-tight, purple and blue, metallic tapestry print trousers. They're so beautiful. They're so pretty. I need some more metallic trousers, I've realized. Getting low on the old metallic trousers element of it. So, yeah, I need to pick up the pace a little bit. Get some more of these metallic trousers. Oh, itchy nose. Itchy nose. That dance earned a smolder. Oh, really? Is that so, Jax? Getting all up in here, getting all of my business, getting all close and personal. Can't say I'm surprised. I'm rather fetching. And on a Thursday night as well. I don't normally stream on a Thursday night, but here we are. Here we are. You and I. Close. Hot. Ooh. Scandalous, I tell you. Scandalous. What do you like? You want to get closer, don't you? You want to get closer? Oh, my lordy. It's lucky you haven't. Oh! Calm yourself. Good lord. Just so... the strain... I mean, come on now. Play the game. What's wrong with you? Being so close and personal. How you doing, Jags? How's it going, you beautiful bean? How you doing, you beautiful individual? How's it going? I'm not going to get over there because, you know, purple. Because, you know, purple. Purple is good. Purple is great. I decided that I would, like, this is the way that I work. As many of you will have seen on the old YouTube, look at me remembering to actually promote my own shit. By the way, friends, oh, I won't say that now. I won't say that now. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. We are on our way. We are on our way. I think we're under 1,000 hours now until we can get ad revenue from YouTube. So, yeah, the way, if many of you have seen the latest video that I did, I've got another video coming out tomorrow if I can edit it in time. Doing my best. Been a very busy week. But if I can edit it in time, then I've got another video coming out tomorrow. But, yeah, I always dress from like the underwear out. And normally I decide, as I've said many times before, normally I decide on a specific item of clothing and then build the rest of the outfit around the item of clothing. Today's item of clothing was these jeans. I was like, I'm going to wear these sexy purple metallic tapestry print jeans. And then I was like, I need a necklace that'll go with it. Ooh, amethyst. That'll do nicely. That'll do nicely because, you know, purple. Because, you know, purple. How's it going, Sway? Hello, you cheeky devil. Hello, you wonderful bean. Painted Lady redeeming a vanity promo, which means that you have used your channel points in order for me to promote myself, because I'm so unbelievably terrible at it. Shit. Friends, I am on various different social medias. I've just talked about my YouTube, so I'll talk about it now. I'm on various different social medias. If you would like a free way that you can support me as a creator, then please, if you are on any of those social medias, click on it, follow me, all right? Instagram, you will get various different reels and usually pictures of me at shows or looking particularly fancy at events and stuff like that. That tends to be what my Instagram stuff's all about. Twitter, you will get my inane dribblings of my own brain pan along with going live notifications. TikTok, you will get whimsical facts about sex Pretty much a lot of the stuff that goes on my Instagram Reels is also on TikTok. I do, like, TikTok is the priority, so there's a lot more stuff on TikTok. If things can't fit on Instagram Reels, for example, they will go on TikTok and they won't go on any other platform, so there is unique content on there. And I do tend to post... I try to post nearly every day. I've had a couple of days off because obviously I've been away, but I do try to post every single day to make sure that I can stay within the algorithms. YouTube, we've just been talking about that. YouTube Thirst and Vanity is where I do weekly videos. Weekly videos are my usually thing. Usually at 6:30 BST, 6:30 p.m. BST on a Friday, I release a video about some description of hedonistic endeavor as that is a part of my life. And yeah, we're doing really, really well. We've hit the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, on the Thirst and Vanity YouTube channel. We just need to get the 4,000 hours watched, which is such an unreasonably large amount of hours. But so far, we are at 3,050. He says, checking. Wrong one. Oh, I don't know. Because there's something going on at the moment with my YouTubes, so I cannot check. I cannot check as of yet.
Most kind.
Mandel, bro, you cheeky
Nice
devil.
jacket.
Thank you very much. It is. I like it. I like it. It's very fancy. Goes well with my jeans. My very colorful metallic jeans. Lurk away, Journey. Go do what you need to do. Go do what you need to do. Thank you very much for bringing your people over. I really, really, really appreciate it, you beautiful being. Mandelbrot, I shall now describe your name for the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh yes, meow. You know, you cheeky devil. Oh, there we go. There we go. Also super glad that you got Platinum Plus. Thank you so much, DJ. I really, really appreciate it. It's been an interesting time, but I'm very humbled. Is the only way I can really describe it. As I said in like a lot of the public statements when we got the Partner Plus, not the Partner Plus, the Plus program notification, I feel it's a weird thing for me because quite early on in my content creation career, when I was like, do you know what? Like 2020, when the world ended and I had 7 tours cancelled and I was like, right, what the fuck am I going to do in order to stay sane as well as stay alive? And I put everything into content creation. It is just Plus. Yeah, so it used to be the Partner Plus program because it was only available for partners, but now it's the Plus program, so it's available to partners and affiliates. So it's available to everybody. So it's just the Plus program. And there's 2 stages. There's the first stage, which is 100 paid subscriptions, which is people that are paying for their own subscription every month for 3 months in a row, and you get a 60-40 split. And then stage 2 is the 300 paid subscriptions for 3 months in a row will give you a 70-30 split. So, and it's for a year. So for the next 12 months, I will get a 60-40 split. And if I get like 100 plus if I get 100 what they call plus points, which is like 100 tier 1 subscriptions, for example, in May, then that year just rolls over. So I've got till next April. If I get another 100 paid subscriptions in May, then it goes till next May. If I get 100 paid subscriptions in June, then it goes to next June, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Does it mean you have to reapply again after that? No. So you don't have to unless you dip below. So if, say, in a year's time, I don't have 100 paid subscriptions, which is completely possible, but would mean that my content creation career might falter a little bit, unless I just have somebody paying for shitloads of gift subscriptions. But the point is, if I don't do it for whatever reason, then yes, it would dip me down after the 12 months, and I would have to hit those 3 consecutive months again and then reapply. You know, actually, you don't even have to apply. It's like an automatic thing. So it's an automatic thing. As soon as you hit 3 consecutive months, either at the 100 or the 300, then you are automatically put onto the Plus program. So that's all. Do you know what? Twitch have done really fucking well with that. There's a lot of changes that Twitch have done recently that have been what I consider positive changes. See you later, Zabadi, and thank you very much for stopping by. I mean, I will say that the dad jokes vexed me in my soul, but I still appreciate your time and attention, you beautiful being. I do appreciate your time and attention. But yes, so the Plus program's a really fucking cool thing that Twitch have done in regards to the way that streaming works. There's quite a few of them, really. There's quite a few little things that they've added that have been really good for... It's the first time, I would say the past, like, 6 months-ish has been the first time that I have genuinely felt that Twitch has a proper future. Before that, it was like, oh, how long is this going to last? How long is this platform going to last with some of the decisions they're making? But Dan Clancy has made a massive difference. And I think part of that comes down to the fact that Dan Clancy actually streams. Do you know what I mean? The CEO of the company actually streams to find out what it's like to be a streamer. Didn't even get in. Didn't even get into the partner program. Got turned away as a partner the first time he applied for it. The CEO. It was great. Really fucking cool. Really good. I genuinely feel for the fucking... I can imagine that the employee, the moderating employee who moderates the fucking partner program, I bet that asshole, as they denied, because he didn't reach whatever criteria they normally have. Normally, it's like, we want to make sure that you can maintain these numbers for so many months in a row or what have you. I can only imagine that particular employee was their asshole. As they pressed the fucking deny button, their asshole was going 5p, 10p, 5p, 10p, 5p, 10p, 5p, 10p. They've just denied the CEO, the big boss. They've just denied them the right to be a partner. Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? The puckering must have been real. That is the... Yes. Yes, very much so, Music Man. Good Lord. Off to have a bath and have some highly... do some psychology revision. Have a lovely night. See you later, Poppy darling. Thank you very much for stopping by. You take it easy, you beautiful being. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope that the psychology revision settles into your brain pan with ease. That's kind of funny, but sad. Oh, yeah. But do you know what is really interesting? What was more interesting about that than anything else, DJ, was the fact that Dan's reaction, Dan Clancy's reaction to it was, yeah, this is how it should be. I should not be given favorable treatment as a streamer just because I'm the CEO. I should be treated like everybody else. And everybody else would be denied under these circumstances, so I should be denied as well. And that was the point where I was like, do you know what? This guy might actually have some... I don't agree with everything he does by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think any streamer would. But he has done a lot for the future of Twitch in regards to content creators being on the platform. 100%. 100%. Oh, Failure, how you doing? How's it going? I feel like top level execs often forget that. For social platforms, people want the social aspect to be protected, and the viewers don't like when their streamers aren't being cared for. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I think that was something because one of the big things that happened with Dan Clancy especially was the fact that when he first became a CEO, he met a whole load of much bigger streamers. You know, people that are on average bringing in the thousands, you know, bringing in the thousands of viewers every stream. And he met a whole load of them, and a few of them said they were like, this is it, this is the end of Twitch, because like he's a guy from Amazon. He cares about the money, he doesn't care about the platform, he's just another corporate stooge. And I think that he probably took that to heart. I think he probably took that reputation to heart and was just like, do you know what, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna find out what it's all about. I'm gonna press go live and see what it is like being a streamer. He doesn't stream very often, but then if he's the CEO, he probably doesn't have the time to stream very often. And when he does stream, he's normally just answering questions about Twitch, talking work, talking business. But the fact that he actually did it, the fact that he actually went, right, I'm going to press go live. I'm going to download the software. I'm going to work out what it is to be a streamer so that I can see it from the consumer's point of view, effectively, because we're all self-employed. We are the ones that consume Twitch's facilities and create our self-employment on the platform, you know. I bet it would have compared to Hermetic Seal, quite possibly, Musimar, if I'm honest with you. Quite possibly. It's a good thing in that sense, humbled and honest. Yeah. I was fucking shocked, DJ. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was fucking shocked and really happy, really happy to see that somebody at a level of CEO could be humble. Because I remember being, when I worked in the pharmaceutical company, I remember having a conversation with a woman who was doing our HR, doing some HR training around psychology and the way that people approach things and different personality types, kind of like the Myers-Briggs test, if any of you know the Myers-Briggs test. Kind of like that, but slightly different. And while we were on one of the tea breaks, I remember having the conversation with her, and she said that it was really interesting because across all of these tests, they have found that CEOs of big companies have, like, their usual thing is get the job done. I don't care how it's done. This is the end objective. Do whatever fucking needs to happen for that end objective to happen. And as a result, they don't care about stepping on people. They don't care about jobs being lost. They don't care about people. They care about results. And to a point where there was a study done. There was apparently a study done, according to this HR lady I spoke to. There was apparently a study done that said that CEOs have an awful lot of psychopathic / sociopathic traits. Not saying that they are psychopaths, not saying they're sociopaths, but they have a lot of traits of people with psychopathy or sociopathy because of that. Don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter what it is. This is the end goal and nothing else matters. It's all about the bottom line. Yeah, get the fucking goal and doesn't matter about that stuff. And now I can understand that to a certain degree because I am not very similar, but I like when it comes down to like crunch time, when it comes down to like doing an event or what have you, I don't give a shit about the details. I don't care about the details. One of the biggest issues that I have is I fucking hate details. Absolutely fucking hate them. You know, these are the things that I want done. What does it take to actually do those things? Cool, let's do them. Oh, we can't do them because of these. Here's a list of details as to the reason why. Why? Just why? Why are the details there? Fuck the details. Don't give me details. Let's just fucking do it. Do you know what I mean? The details are going to make people worry. If we just do it, then we can worry about the consequences afterwards. Because then the consequences will actually be there as opposed to theoretical consequences that might fucking be there. Do you know what I mean? Theoretical consequences piss me the fuck off because there's a million, billion, trillion things in the world that people will not do because of theoretical consequences. Regardless of the fact that the chances of those consequences ever coming to pass, not like borderline non-existent. But they might. They might do. But it's still borderline non-existent, you know? CEOs heavily overrepresent on the psychopathy community. Overrepresent the psychopathy community, which is not to say that a CEO is a psychopath, just that the odds are much higher when compared to an average person. Yeah. I get that. Auto failure. It's kind of like to very briefly use a political reference. It's like when in the UK we had Brexit, and it was like not everyone who votes Brexit will be a racist. But every racist will vote Brexit. And it was like, oh, no, that's true. That is true. 100%. It's just like, not everyone that votes for this independence of the UK will be racist in themselves. No, they won't. They'll have their various different reasons for doing it. But every racist who hates everybody else apart from the British will definitely vote for Brexit. 100%. Because they hate everybody else, you know? So yeah, I get it. Really need to go to Europe and visit more. I've only been to London and Prague so far. London's nice. London's a great place to visit. I like London as a place to visit. It's just not somewhere that I would like live. I've got relatives that live down that way, but it's not somewhere that I would live personally. Do you know what I mean? How's it going out there? Hello, you cheeky devil. Good job being plus. Thank you very much. I'm really happy. I'm like genuinely really happy about it and quite excited. I'm not expecting, I will say, I'm not expecting that extra 10% to make a massive difference. But as I said, that's what I was saying earlier on. As I said on like my little social post that I put out on like Twitter and Threads and all that jazz. I need to put Threads on my fucking little socials post, don't I? But never mind. As I said on my social posts about it all, it was like I personally try not to like put my own goals and my own values against things that I have no influence over. So like, I love you all to pieces, you're all great and fantastic, and the people that subscribe and give subscriptions are literally the ones that fucking pay me to exist. Do you know what I mean? You literally pay for all my bills and everything, you know? Like, you do that. You are very much the ones that support me, which is mind-boggling to me now, and I try not to think about it too much because of how mind-boggling that is. But I try not to set my own personal goals as things that other people influence. I try to set my own personal goals as things that I personally influence. So it's like, right, okay, I want to, so instead of like let's take my YouTube channel for example. Instead of going, cool, I want to hit YouTube partner, which requires other people to subscribe and other people to watch my videos. I can't make other people subscribe. I also can't make other people watch my videos. I can influence them, I can ask them, but I can't make them do it. So to set my own personal goals as something that other people influence and I have no influence over, or next to no influence over, is ridiculous. It's preposterous to me, you know? Whereas if my personal goals is, right, I want to be able to put out a video a week, every week for 6 months. Those are things that are measured, that I can personally measure, and I can do, because that's all in my control, you know? And over time, the others will come. Hopefully. Hopefully. Providing people watch another 1,000 hours of my YouTube channel, you know? So, and I think that's really important. I think everyone should do that. I think nobody should ever, not a single person in the world should ever set their own personal goals as things that they have no control over. Set your own goals as things that you can control, that you can specifically choose to influence, you know? So Cherny was asking about voice acting work in regards to visual novels. I know that Cherny's disappeared off now, but yeah, okay. How are you doing, JB Music? How's it going? Good old pretending to understand how people enjoy the outside things. Yeah, pretending to understand how people enjoy the outside things. My friend mentioned quarterbacks the other day and was like, not going to pretend. Oh yeah, that's fucking hell. How far behind am I on these things? I'm very far behind. That's all right. I'm going to whip down. If I've missed anything vitally important, people, just copy and paste it. Do you know what I mean? Just copy and paste it. Look away, Cherny, you beautiful bean. How you doing, Mandel bro? How's it going? I need to get my hearing checked. I heard if you want a 3-way to support me. I mean, question is, what are we 3-waying? You know? Just doing your work like Chags. My day is going fantastically, thank you. I had a very leisurely drive down here. However, I will say, like, I came from McSteffels this morning and drove down here. But I will say there was a lot, like, as much as my drive was easy, it was a very leisurely drive. I enjoyed it. It was much fun. Oh yeah, for those people that weren't aware, I have a car again. Woo! I enjoy the car. I enjoy having the freedom of a vehicle once again. As much as my drive was fucking great, I will say that there were so many cars. So I must have seen, so the journey itself takes about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on where I am. So, depending on how bad traffic is and what route you take and stuff like that, you know? So I must have seen at least 12 cars that were pulled over on the hard shoulder. A couple of them had like ambulances next to them. Don't know what they did. They didn't look like bad crashes. It didn't look like a bad crash or anything, but it was just like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Every so often my sat nav just being like, be aware, hazard ahead. Be aware, vehicle on the hard shoulder. Be aware. And it's like, fucking hell, all right. So many things going on. Just like, right? Me just driving down going, ooh, all right, fair enough. Listen to a bit more of the Las Vegas. Yeah, all right, okay. See how things are. Very weird. Very, very weird, you know? Man seems to be well, so I'm gonna make you break. Yeah, I'm doing all right, thank you very much, Ray. Doing okay. I'm feeling more positive at the moment, which is good. Which is very, very good, you know? It's a busy week, and I've been keeping very, very busy, so I always feel more positive when I've had a busy week and I'm feeling productive, and then I get to the other end of it. I'm very much light the candle at both ends, and then when they burn out, I sleep for a couple of days and then get a new candle, light at both ends again, you know? I feel good when I'm busy. I feel good when I'm productive, and then I run out of energy and have to crash for a couple of days, and then I get back up and do it all over again. And that's just the way I've lived my life for the entire 36 years of it, you know? Dual issue, we don't recruit for non-psychopathic traits. Also, psychopathic traits tend to make you more likely to want that seat. That is true. That is very true. Very, very true. I remember like the 4 quadrants of it. It was like the people who are after results, the people who are after details, the people who are after caring for people, and the people who are after the fun time and social aspect. Naturally, I was the fun time and social aspect. In fact, when I was speaking to the HR person, she was saying that my results were so like hyper focused. She was like, of everyone that we have tested so far, which to be fair, we were one of the last teams to go through that training. It was like, of everyone we have tested so far, we have never seen anybody as hyper focused into that specific area, into like the social, fun, organizing, creative element of it. And I was like, yep, this is me. I am very much into I'm a creative person. I don't give a shit about details. I'm all about, yeah, it was weird. They were just like, yeah, haven't seen it. Lady Manga, you luck where you beautiful being. Fatigue's giving my butt, so I hear you. That's right, you sleep away. You go and you rest. You listen to my beautiful and sultry tones. Sultry tones. You know? Wasn't a similar result done for politicians? Similar result came. That wouldn't surprise me at all, Music Man. Would not surprise me at all. I think what Otterface said quite thingy is that you've got to have a certain level of ruthless, I'm not gonna like objective attaining personality to want to be in power. You've got to have a certain level of, let's say ambition. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have a certain level of ambition to want to be in the powerful seat. You know? Just read a book on corruption that addresses a lot of this stuff. Didn't expect this to show up when I entered. Well, it's just one of those things. You know how it is, RFA. We tend to spiral very quickly into all kinds of manners of bits and pieces, you know? Depends on how corrupt the civil service political field is. Yeah. Right, I'm going to scroll down a wee bit. And let's move away swiftly from the talk about politics, because good lord, don't have the brain capacity for this, you know? I feel like if Valen found me, it was an impressionable young adult. I would be his event organizer for life. I would, yeah. I fucking love... The thing is, it's for me, like, when it comes to the events and stuff, I love doing it myself. I love getting into the nitty gritty of it. It's like, I get it when people are like, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do the thing. I'm going to be the person at the top and I'm going to direct other people to do stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. But I love getting involved, you know? when we go to do Ken and the other events and stuff that we do, you know, I could totally just get other people to do it. I'm the boss. I'm the head honcho. I'm the guy in charge. I could easily get other people to do it, but fuck me, would I let them. I am right there. Being like, right, cool. Pass me these curtains. Let's put all these curtains up. Let's get these decorated. Get those lights up that way. Yeah, let's do that. That's all right. What? There's a problem over there. No worries. Right, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to drive home, get one cable because I've missed it at some stage, and then drive back again. You know? Fucking love it. Absolutely love getting, like, into the nitty-gritty of stuff, you know? You know? And embroidery at the moment, though, I'm making patches for a jacket, so you know. Pink. Oh, perfect. Perfect, Lady Manga. Do it. Indulge. Have your wonderful jacket. Embroider those patches. You know? Love the organization details, ensuring that volunteers have their favorite time for a lunch break. Love that. Love that. Oh, punk. Oh, punk. Right. I mean, pink punk. We can go for pink and punkiness. You know? I was into sloppy crochet, but isn't fiscally viable compared to a book or even a small pet. Yeah, fair. Fair. Get me, this stuff is so good. During event, I basically just walk in a circle for several hours and confirm that there's nothing set on fire because I prepared properly. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, and I think when it comes to event management as well, I think there's a certain level of what happens. You've got to be like, you can literally organize to the nth degree and try and mitigate every single circumstance, but at the end of the day, the event is going to open its doors. There is going to be shit that you don't think of. There is always shit that you don't think of, and when it happens and you deal with it. Like, I just don't, like, I think that's possibly one of the reasons why I don't worry about anything. Like, I worry about other people more than I worry about anything that ever happens in my life. Because I know that shit will fuck up in my life. And I know that when it fucks up in my life, I'll deal with it. Because I always do. I always do. Whatever it is, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to make it work. I'll find a way to make it happen because I always do. And everybody always does. Like, I'm not unusual in that. I am not an unusual person. Every single human being has shit that is thrown at them that they weren't expecting. And every single time, you deal with it. Every single time. It might be extremely stressful. It might be shit you just don't fucking need at the moment. It might be a moment where you're just like, I can't fucking take this. But you always find a way to deal with it. You know what I mean? You always do. And sometimes that finding a way to deal with it is by going to a partner, a lover, a friend, a family member, an organization, and being like, hey, I can't deal with this right now. Can I give it to you? And that is how you deal with it. You know? When I'm there at Ken and I can't deal with something, I'll find Lilia or Sway or Nelly, the ladies that work with me, and be like, right, I can't fucking deal with this, right? Oh, Chunk will be there as well. I can't deal with this right now. Deal with this. This is the details. Go and do something about it. Because I am not in a position that I can do something about it right now. You know? You know? Scientists have their laws. Audio professionals have one. Murphy's Law. It's the law of nature for us, yeah. And somehow it usually involves fire. Yeah, fair. Entirely fair. Been covering my house in plants as they're cheaper pets. Fun fact. Complete fucking tangent. But fun fact, Lady Manga. When I was in university, I convinced my landlord, like nearly every student digs, as many of you will be already aware, pretty much every student digs is like a no pet zone. You're not allowed to have pets. It's like, you're not allowed to have pets because pets are fucking messy, and students, for the most part, are not sensible, and they're not responsible by any stretch of the imagination. You know, they're just not. I managed to convince my student accommodation places to allow me to have fish because and the argument was because they were basically pot plants. I was like, can I have fish? And they were like, no. And I was like, are you sure? Because they're basically pot plants. You put them in a pot, you water them, you feed them. Make sure they have some sunlight. They're basically, it's basically a plant. And they couldn't argue with me, so they let me have fish. It's basically a plant. You know, you can't let people have plants and not let people have fish. It's the same shit. Same thing. You know? Same stuff. You know? Actually, I had a PSU catch fire in the studio a while back. Oh, Jesus. To be fair, Music Man, a little while ago, as many of you will remember, I had my motherboard failed me. My motherboard fucking died. And you beautiful people all pitched in and saved me. You all pitched in and got me a new motherboard, which was fucking mind-boggling to me, but I am eternally fucking humbled by it. The only reason I am able to stream now, on top of all of the subscriptions and like just paying me to fucking exist, do you know what I mean, is because of stuff like that. And when I actually like took the motherboard out, it's like, oh yeah, there's a big fucking scorch mark on the back of it in the thermal regulators. I can do big words. I can do big words. We're all good. We can do big words. You know? Now Firewater Burn is playing in my head. Fucking hell. The roof. A bit of... Ah, shit, what were they called? Coal chamber? As in coal chamber, Althena Luna? Do you let the big words do you? If they ask nicely and buy me a drink. Yeah, I know. Often you have no idea how often that song goes through my head. I love that. Other people still have that song on repeat. Oh yeah, because it's great. It's one of those ones that just sticks in your brain, you know? I should work with those people. I've worked with some real idiots. Yeah. Well, I will say, Music Man, that is genuinely one of the great things about being the head honcho when it comes to events and stuff, is you don't have to tolerate idiots. You don't have to tolerate idiots. You just like, go home. Go home. You know. By caught fire, I mean the PSU was actually smoking and there was a fire inside. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, mine didn't do that. Mine did not do that. Fucking hell. Firewater Burn is Bloodhound Gang. I was about to say. I don't know whether one did a cover of another or what have you. Oh, right. Okay. So it was originally done. That is not the song I was after. So the Bloodhound Gang did a copy of it. Oh no, it was this one. But that was a cover as well. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. So, the Bloodhound Gang version of The Roof is on Fire. Let me reopen that. Yeah, the Bloodhound Gang version of The Roof is on Fire, along with the Coal Chamber version of The Roof is on Fire, they were all taken by a song by The Roof is on Fire, which was a song by Rockmaster Scott and the Dynamic 3. Rockmaster Scott and the Dynamic 3. And the original song is fucking massive. It's got like loads of verses and choruses and what have you. But it's only the last little section where it's like, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let your motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker. Burn. Looking up the original, yeah. So it, according to Google, Rockmaster Scott and the Dynamic 3. And the original song is fucking huge. It's like, hey girls, hey boys, superstar DJ. Oh shit, fuck off, is it that one? Hey girls, hey boys, superstar DJs, here we go. And then does that finish? Surely not. Surely they've just sampled that. Hold on. The Roof's on Fire song. The lyric, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water, that motherfucker burn is originally from a song by Rockmaster Scott. It's from Hey Girls, Hey Boys, Superstar DJs. Here we go. Hey Girls, Hey Boys, Superstar DJs. Here we go. Let me pause that because that will definitely be DMCA'd to fuck. But this is apparently, I will link it to you all so you are all able to hear it. This is apparently the original. We can listen to up to 10 seconds of it. So we'll listen to 9 seconds of it. Okay, that was all we got. Those were the 9 seconds. They were some very, very illuminating 9 seconds. Those are 9 seconds of that have helped us explain everything. I feel well and truly covered by this. Oh, the most replayed section. Okay, maybe we can do 9 seconds from the... It's more like the full Rapper's Delight 14-minute song. Cuts down and remixes only to 7. Yeah. So, okay, so this is the most replayed bit. So it was like a fucking 80s rap song. It was an 80s rap song. That was it. That was it done. It was the original song was Rockmaster Scott and the Dynamic 3. Burn, motherfucker. Burn. Well, hello there, you cheeky devil. Hello, Muggins. Look at you coming in here, getting all close and personal. We're talking about the roof being on fire. Well, I'm not surprised when you're looking at me like that, you cheeky little devil. I mean, really, what do you like? What do you like coming over here, getting all close and personal? Scandalous, I tell you. Absolutely scandalous. It's outrageous. But I say so myself. Because the roof is on fire. And we don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. You know? As he said, yeah, that is the OG. It was can I get the original infos? No. 1984 was the original, and people have taken that section of it and used it in various different songs, like Cold Chamber, like Bloodhound Gang. But no wonder it's got so many fucking lyrics if it was a rap song. No wonder it's got so many fucking lyrics if it was a rap song. Jesus Christ. You know? So it was originally by Bloodhound Gang. I thought it was originally by Coal Chamber DJ. So, I mean, I get it. I get it. We're on the same sort of page there. It was just like, oh, shit, that wasn't the original. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, fair enough. Hear Bloodhound Gang think of Bad Touch? Definitely. Definitely. I am with you on that one for sure. And the reason why it will always be Bloodhound, I mean, it was always Bloodhound Gang Bad Touch for me, but once upon a time, I was with a young lady who was a dancer, a glorious individual, and she went through a really bad patch. Was having a very fucking tough time and stuff, but she was booked in to do a gig when she was like first getting into burlesque. I don't think she does burlesque anymore, but she was first getting into burlesque, and messaged me and was like, Val, can I know that you've got a monkey onesie. And for those people that are old enough to remember us doing Mellow Monday Morning Monkeys, where we'd do every Monday morning in monkey onesie and play really chill, relaxed games, it was that monkey onesie. And they were like, can I borrow your monkey onesie so that I can do this burlesque routine in the monkey onesie to Bloodhound Gang Bad Touch? And I was like, yeah, of course you can. Not a problem at all. And they were like, I've rehearsed it all. I just need the onesie. So if you could turn up to the venue with the monkey onesie, that would be amazing. And I was like, yeah, not a problem at all. Not an issue. I'll be there. Right? So I turned up at the venue with this monkey onesie, paid for a ticket because, you know, pay for a ticket and support them, you know? And my friend wasn't there. And I was like, where are they? Time went on. They still didn't show up. I messaged them multiple times. I rang them multiple times. They still didn't show up. And the organizer was like, do you know where they are? And I was like, no. I've got no fucking idea. And they were like, I've rearranged everything so that they can like go later on and stuff like that, as opposed to being quite early on in the routine because they were new, but they're not here. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I've brought their costume, I've brought everything for them, but they're just not here. And it was getting towards the interval. And I was like, right, give me the interval. Give me the interval. And I'll get on stage. And for that 20-minute interval, I went outside. I had a cigarette because I smoked at the time. I went outside, I had a cigarette, and I sat and listened to Bloodhound Gang Bad Touch on repeat for, I think I managed to do it 5 times. Worked out a routine. Went into the green room, got out of the clothes I was in, into the monkey onesie, and got out on stage and did a borderline impromptu routine to Bloodhound Gang Bad Touch after listening to it 5 times. Just over and over and over and over and over again. Pulling up the YouTube video and watching that so that I could get the movements right, because it had been a long time since I'd done the movements, since I was a young teenager. Did that. Got off stage, put my clothes back on, went to the bar, had a drink, went outside, had another cigarette. The organizer was there and was like, thank you so much for that. That's like, honestly, that was really saved our bacon. I was like, you're very, very welcome. And they were like, I can never book that person again though. And I was like, I don't fucking blame you. They absolutely ghosted you on the night of your event. I was like, they might be a friend of mine, but it doesn't make a difference. That is so unprofessional. So not even without like saying anything, just fucking none. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was an interesting experience. An interesting experience. But now every single time I hear the song, I immediately think of that experience. Do you know what I mean? I immediately think it was like, oh shit, yeah. Do you remember that time I wasn't even wearing good underwear. I mean, all of my underwear has a certain level of charm, but I wouldn't have called it like good underwear. It was just whatever underwear I happened to have around, you know. Plus size subscriptions, yeah, 60% plus size, not 50%, 60% non-binary. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I'm still quite giddy about the entire experience. It's very humbling. It's very humbling to know that I have a community that supports me enough to get to a point where Twitch are prepared to give me a 60-40 split. You know, that's genuinely really humbling. So, yeah. Love is catching other streams, but you got to go. Bably, you take it easy, beautiful being. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you. The joys of sampling, yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. I recently found out that there's a whole load of people out there that have been sampling music and then forever paying for it. Like sampling music against the wishes of the original creator and then forever paying for it. The classic one is it? Let me get them right. P. Diddy. P. Diddy sampled Sting. P. Diddy sampled one of Sting's songs without Sting's permission, and as a result, they went to court over it. They're still apparently very, very good friends, but they went to court over it, and Sting won the court case, and now all of the royalties from that song go to Sting. And more recently, let me get this right. Kanye West. Kanye West made... I mean, I am not a massive fan of Kanye West. I do not rate him as a performer. I don't rate him as a musician. I think he's done some very, very good work in regards to the way the rap has been in the world and made a lot of influences. But I think he's also an egotistical narcissist that is well and truly in the world of fucking dreams, in my personal opinion. But he made a massive fucking faux pas. As he's made many faux pas in the world. Many people will know some of the political and racist shit that he said in across the world. But the shit that he's done most recently is he fucking messaged the Osbournes, as in Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne, and went, hey, can I sample this Black Sabbath song that you have the rights for? And he said... and Sharon, who is an absolute fuck... Like, you don't fuck with Sharon Osbourne. Regardless of what you think of her, you do not fuck with Sharon Osbourne in the music industry. You do not fuck with Sharon Osbourne in the music industry. You just don't fucking do it. She knows her shit. She knows her fucking shit. So, Kanye, apparently, from what I've read, Kanye apparently messaged the Osbournes and went, hey, we want to sample one of Black Sabbath's songs on one of our recent singles. And Sharon Osbourne went, not a fucking chance. There is no way, shape, or form that I am letting you, that any of us are letting you, of all people, sample. Kanye asked permission to sample a section of the 1983 live performance of Iron Man from the US festival without vocals, and was refused permission because this is from Ozzy Osbourne's Twitter, all right? This is literally from Ozzy Osbourne's Twitter, okay? Kanye West asked permission to sample a section of a 1983 live performance of Iron Man from the US festival without vocals, and was refused permission because he is an anti-Semite and has caused untold heartache to many. He went ahead and used the sample anyway at his album listening party last night. I want no association with this man. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Like, there's no way around it. You fucked with the Osbournes, who have got all of the fingers in all of the fucking pies when it comes to anything to do with the music industry. They have all of the fingers in all of the fucking pies. You just don't fuck with them. So that's a fun thing that's going to be happening, rolling out over the next... This was February 9th, 2024. That was when that specific tweet from Ozzy Osbourne was thrown into the world. So yeah. Interesting. What was I? Hold on a minute. Isn't the song that Diddy did sample the Police song? Shouldn't those royalties go to the band members as well? No, because Sting owns all the royalties. So Sting owns the copyright to all of the Police songs. If I remember correctly, Sting owns the copyright to all of the songs by the Police. So it goes to the copyright holder effectively, just like Ozzy Osbourne owns all of the copyright to all of the songs that Black Sabbath did when he was the singer, if I remember correctly, or that he owns like the majority of them. So yeah, it's an interesting one, but yeah, effectively it's just fucking oh my god. So it's the fact, I think for me, like P. Diddy, from what I understand, P. Diddy did it without ever asking. He just sampled the Police. He just sampled them. Oh, the song was written by Sting. There you go. So he just sampled Sting. Didn't even ask. He just went, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And then rolled it out there. Probably, to be honest with you, probably did it completely innocently. Didn't think anything of it. Didn't realize that you had to ask permission to sample songs like that, especially when you were making your own albums, etc., etc. Just fucking did it. Whereas Kanye specifically asked the question, got told no in no uncertain terms. It was like, no, because you're an anti-Semite piece of shit, in Ozzy Osbourne's word, and then did it anyway. Then fucking did it anyway. Just like, all right, see how it is. Friends, there's an advert that's about to happen. I'm going to go visit the urination station. I'm going to go get up. I encourage you to do the same. Get up, have a stretch your eyes, look at somewhere in the distance, end up back again. Grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or if the time is permitting, flamboyant as fuck. Don't forget to take your meds. And if you haven't done already, take them now. If you're wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths, stretch those lungs out, stretch those rib cages out, and never wear a binder longer than is medically recommended, which is what we understand to be about 6 hours. All right. I'll be back momentarily, you cheeky little devils. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a little while. Look at the pretty colors. Welcome back, you tantalizing individuals, you spectacular specimens of humankind. I hope that you all enjoyed your visit to the urination station and thoroughly washed your piss mittens. Cheeky devils. Tasty, tasty. Where was I? Yes. Thank you very much, Non-Binary, for the congratulations. Also, how you doing, Non-Binary? Hope you're doing well. Some people think they can just sample stuff with no mention because it's just a sample, and that's not how it works. No, God no. Not at all. Thank you, everybody, for contributing, by the way, to the Yorkshire stream. Aye, we'll have a good Yorkshire stream whenever it comes round. Aye. How you doing, Stupedia? How's it going? Weird Al Yankovic did something like that. Really? I don't know really much about Weird Al Yankovic. I know that loads of people were really, really into him when I was in school, in like secondary school and stuff. Because he was like one of the first like parody people to really do like parody stuff. Killer wee fly. It landed on my light and now I can't see a thing because I'm fucking blind. Weird Al Yankovic did it to Coolio. Oh really? Oh shit. Fucking hell. Yeah, I don't really know much about that, but it was the only reason I brought it because I knew it had happened to P. Diddy. Well, I knew it had happened with Sting. I couldn't remember who had done it, but yeah, the whole thing recently with Kanye was just fucking hilarious to me. Because do you know what? Like I'll say, Kanye. I'm not personally a Kanye fan. Do you know what I mean? I don't particularly like their music, and I fucking hate them as an individual. Like there's nothing about them that I respect. But I do respect the fact that they have had such a massive influence. Like they are from what I am told from the people within that genre, they are a fantastic producer. And they have got a real talent for production. And from what I understand, I don't really know much about them, but from what I understand, they were a producer first and then decided to become a music artist and have done some amazing work within the genre and what have you. It just happens to be that them as a person is a piece of shit, in my personal opinion. And I just find it absolutely fucking hilarious that this absolute narcissist, because that is what he is, he just doesn't think that he can do any wrong. It's like, I'm going to ask you this, but not because I want your permission, but because I feel like it'd be a good thing to get you on board so that you can publicize the shit that I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? He's just such a dick. And it's like, yeah, but and with somebody else that might not have been too much of an issue, but you did it to the Osbournes. And the Osbournes have done nothing but be successful in what they do. Do you know what I mean? Whether you like them or not. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside and between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the Raiders. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Oh, my lordy. It's Brutal Sue. Sue, who is brutal. I don't think I follow you, Sue. I'm going to go and click that cheeky little follow button right now. I'm going to go do that. I have clicked the cheeky little follow button. I am now officially a brutal Sue. I'm a brutaler. What do you call your community? The brutal poos? The brutal Sue who does brutal poos. Well, I hope that's a good thing. I hope. She calls us shits. Oh, you're the brutal poos. I get it. I get it, Brutifuls. Welcome on in. Look at this beautiful individual doing some Dead Island 2. How did you enjoy Dead Island 2? Tell us all about it. Tell us all about things. Friends.
Subscribed. Most kind.
Erody on you, cheeky little devil. Thank you very much for giving that sub to Brutal Sue. Brutal Sue, in a moment, I will write your name on the mirror of vein, but first I want to welcome you all in. All of you beautiful people, all you brutiful, all you brutiful poos that have come in with Brutal Sue. Could you please do me a little favor? Because I've gone over. I have done the cheeky little thing. I have clicked that cheeky little follow button. But my community, oh, arrogant. Look at them all. They need tempting. They need tempting. Which means that I need you to describe Brutal Sue in 3 tantalizing little words. 3 cheeky little words that'll help us.
You little stalker.
Lure my people over to click that cheeky little follow button. Just lure them in, all right? Friends, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I have to ask you to leave because I am a colossal filth wizard.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
And I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. It's not what I'm about. No. All right? And thank you so much for these follows. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking. Brutal Sue! Your name is now going to be inscribed upon the mirror of vein. Brutal Sue. By having your name upon the mirror of vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, Brutal Sue. Look, just because you've come in here, you've brought all your beautiful people over here, doesn't mean you get access to the bum Snapchat, okay? And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes, but the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. What? Now I'm sad. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is, I'm afraid. The bum Snapchat is for tier 4 subscribers only. All right? Tier 4 subscribers only. It's the only way I can do it. All right? How was it though? Oh, it was good. Hold on. It was good. We died. Yeah, fair. We laughed at standard things. Yeah, classic standard stuff. Classic standard stuff. We talk about all kinds of debauchery here, so I'm glad that you laughed. I'm glad that you also died, because I'm sure that provided much laughter within the realms of the Bruniverse. Brutiverse? Brutiverse. The Brutiverse. You know? All right, let me get these little words. She calls us the shits. Love it. How's it going, Miko Ogi? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Oh, let me say hello to everybody as well. CJ, how you doing? How's it going? Drumdoos, love your name. Welcome on in. Van, everyone says amazingly nice things about you all of the time. I can see why you are a beautiful bastard and your vibe is amazing. Don't you talking about CJ? I am scandalous. Scandalous! Look at my house. I decorated like Prince fucked the Moulin Rouge. I bought a house because it was number 69 and naturally made it debauched. Because that is the way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You know? But welcome on in, you beautiful beings. It's glorious to have you. Glorious, glorious to have you. By the way, Brutal Suit, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab some delightful beverage, some wonderful snaffly treat, please go and do so. Please go do what you need to do. Do your after stream preps and what have you, all your cool down stuff. Obviously, if you want to stick around and chill out, you're more than welcome to. And that goes for your community as well. I'm sure many of you will be exhausted by the sheer level of unbelievable awesome the Brutal Sue provided you. And therefore, if you also need to disappear off, I fully understand. All right? How's it going, Bumblebee? Hello, you cheeky devil. Your stream presence is effervescent. Yes, like a vitamin C. You pop me in water and I bubble at you. Thank you very much, Black Panda. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you subscribed.
Bumbling Bee coming in with the prime for the 4 months, you cheeky devil. Before I do that, let me quickly do Sue lets me talk about anal. Well, where I do sex education, so I will happily talk about anal with you. If you want to talk about anal, I'm more than happy to do that. We can talk about the butt love. The sweet, sweet butt love. You know? The main things about butt love, friends, is taking your time and lube. Preparation. Preparation is key when it comes to the butt love. When it comes to the rumpy pumpy, reverse bumpy and uglies, you gotta take your time. You know? Bumbling Bee. I should now describe her name on the mirror. Vain. We've just heard it, but we'll do it again nice and quickly for you, beautiful bean. Bumbling Bee, your name is inscribed upon the mirror vein, which means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you go roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? Oh, Lord. Oh, Brutal Sue. Do this every time. If there's a new person that we don't know their streams just yet, or more specifically, I don't know their streams just yet, because let's not lie. I'm so vain. This raid is definitely about me. That I like to know what they're all about. I like to know what they're all about. Best gamer ever, says Aerodion. Love it. Love to see it. Professional speedrunner. Oh, lordy. Okay. And when we're talking like Mantis, when we're talking about like speedruns, are we talking about like getting into a game and speedrunning it from beginning to end? Or are we talking about shits themselves so much that they run a lot in games? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There are two professions there. Do you know what I mean? There are two professions. I can see both of them happening. You know? My community lies a lot. I'm all about it. I'm one of the older persuasion fear. No, I'm glad to hear it, Brutal Sue. And to be fair, it's more just to cover my own ass. It's more just to cover my own ass. It's more like, do you know what? I'm going to be talking about stuff that is filthy. I mean, on Monday, we ended up talking about fucking all kinds of shit. We have literally done everything from life-sized fuck dolls to butt love to various different fetishes. Whatever you want to fucking talk about. Literally the only subject that we sort of sway away from is politics. That's the only one. And that's not because I'm not politically minded, but purely because it causes too many arguments. Causes too many fucking arguments, you know? But yeah, as long as your physical form, friends, I know many of you will be like, oh, but I'm young in mind. And it's like, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, if you're youthful, and more specifically, potentially immature, that's perfectly okay. The question is whether your body, your physical form has rotated around the sun 18 times. And if it's done that, then you're welcome here. If it hasn't, then I have to ask you to leave, you know? So it's funny as F, very entertaining, and burps a lot. Oh, how's that? And damn it. I love your name. No, I needed 3 words. Only 3, you cheeky devil. 3 words, Miko Oni. Okay, inclusive, idiot, genuine. Love a good inclusive idiot. Who is also genuine. We love this. We love this, you know. Since you asked, always. Especially if we don't know somebody. I mean, I've gone over and followed, so I'm going to check them out at some stage, you know? But it's nice to, like, when we don't know somebody, it's nice to be like, cool, what are you all about? Let's find out from your community, you know? We were just talking about Kanye West making a complete fool of himself because he asked to sample one of Black Sabbath's songs. Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne said, no, we don't like you on what you fucking stand for. And he did it anyway. So we were just talking about how in the music industry, regardless of whether you like the Osbournes, regardless of whether you like them as people or like their music or any of that shit, you don't fuck with the Osbournes. You don't do it. You don't do it. So I am genuinely looking forward to watching what unfolds with that entire endeavor, because good Lord, I am not expecting it to be good. Not expecting that to go well for Kanye, and I can't fucking wait for it. Cannot fucking wait for it. Right, where were we? I'm already following. Huzzah, CJ. We love to see it. Right, where was I? Looking fancy. I try my very, very best, drum doos. I'm a very vain and shallow individual, to be fair. I can't really help myself with that. Just love it. Love dressing to impress, you know. Talk about anal. Yeah, cool. Let me scroll down here. Where were we? Yeah, okay. We're on Janovic, Coolio, and Amish Paradise. The wiki explains the situation well, and they're all good now. Oh, that's good. That's good. Altina, thank you very much for looking at that. And many of us have been working our way towards Tier 4. Many of you hope for the dreams of Tier 4. The bum Snapchat that everyone fantasizes in their greatest fantasies. You know? I've been a hardcore lurker for some time, and it's wonderful. Ah, thank you very much, Brutal. So, in which case, I very much appreciate you lurking. Lurking is loving, friends. Lurking is loving, and it always means the absolute fucking world to me to know that people click on my absolute fucking shenanigans and just go, do you know what? This is the stuff that I want polluting my ear holes for now, you know? Like, goddamn your magnetic personality. I know. People try and desperately stay away from me, and they're like, oh, no, calm yourself. What? It's too much. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? It's, oh, my, really, my, oh, come on now. It's just, oh, my Lord. Could you imagine? Oh, my, oh. What did you think it was for? What did you think it was for? Good Lord. Here I am just trying to lubricate my lips. Just trying to be a well-lubed of the lips. And there you are with your mind in the gutter. Brutal Sue, you are probably all too aware, being a streamer yourself, there is nothing more important than well-lubricated lips. Okay, friends? Good Lord. Get your minds out the gutter. What are you like? What are you like? Makes me think of the song Vaseline by Stone Temple Pilots. Fucking hell, there you go. I haven't heard that song in a long time, DJ. You know? Need some Val love. Bubbling B, you're very, very welcome on in here. Damn, man, how you doing? How's it going? Pop you in the water and you bubble. I knew Val was bewitching. I didn't realize he was legit a witch. It's true. It's true. I can't help myself. I don't sink. I float. You know? Sue is really fast at dying. Oh, is that what you mean by speed running? Ah, okay. No, that makes a lot of sense, Madness. That makes a lot of sense. In which case, I am very much the same in many ways. many, many ways. Thank you for being you and my inspiration to keep fighting and trying to be yourself in this community. Yes, you're very welcome, Bumblebee. We should always, every single one of us, should always be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. And if there's ever a point where you think, do you know what, God, I wish I was someone else, try and be that person. Don't try and be another specific person. Don't, like, copy somebody. But you can look at somebody else and be like, do you know what? There's certain aspects of that person that I find particularly magnetic. I am going to try and emulate those in my own special way. That's how I got started. With this level of sheer unreasonable fucking confidence, and here I am wishing to bring around cloning so I can literally go fuck myself. Do you know what I mean? Such is the way of life. Sue let you talk about erections today. What are you talking about erections? Tell me what you learned about erections today, CJ. What did you learn about the standing proud love truncheon? Tell me all about it. So what about Silicon Valley? Althena Luna, we don't talk about Silicon Valley. We stay nice and quiet about Silicon Valley because to mention Silicon Valley will bring them. It summons them like the fucking devil. All right. So if you move to Mercury, you age up faster. Oh, look, loses. Yes. Yeah. Well, gravity is time is gravity dependent. You want to go from erections to straight up bizarre depth of science knowledge? Yeah. Time is gravity sensitive. So if you are on like the International Space Station, you will age faster. If you're on the moon, you'll age faster. If you're basically on a planet that has a lower center of gravity, you will age faster. But on a other side of things, you will age slower and move slower if you're on a planet that has a higher gravitational pull. Facts, right? Time dilation and erections. Time dilation and erections. Well, let's not lie about this. Every erection craves a black hole. It's true though, isn't it? Right? You've rotated around somebody, son? Oh, Miko, okay. I should like to think so. Hope you had a wonderful time doing a little spin, you know? Anyway. I'm one for loving the Osborns. From what I know of them, I can't see any major faults with them. I just think they're very good at monetizing the shit that they do. They're just very good at business. Or especially Sharon. Sharon is great at business. People are falling out of love with the Black Sabbath stuff and the Aussie stuff. Things are moving on. Time's moving on. What's moving? What's the next thing? Reality TV? Cool. Let's bring a whole load of cameras into our family home. That is the next thing. And we'll all do it on my boundaries because I'm the one in fucking charge. Do you know what I mean? Aussie is a full state of mind. It certainly can be, especially when I'm hungover. We'll drive off into the sunset before his car promptly explodes like wacky races. Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that completely. I love the show they did for a while. I've not really seen it. I don't really watch TV. I'm way out there. Do you know what I mean? Gamma Psyche, how you doing? How's it going? Welcome on in. Moist. Oh, Lady Daydream, you know it. Moist. Don't mix up Vapor Rub and the lube up. No, definitely not. However, you say that, CJ. I will say a little bit of mint lube. A little bit of mint lube can add a little hint of freshness that nobody was quite expecting, you know? You know? Lucian Vamp, how you doing? How's it going? Just got here. Vaseline! Yeah, exactly. Basically. Such is life sometimes. Such is the way of things. Have a tendency to delve into all of those realms every so often. You know? Solid advice. Got to keep the lips moist. Exactly, right? Got to keep the lips moist. Growing Dragon, hello, Jigido. How have you been streaming for 2+ hours without me knowing? I blame everyone but me. Good question, Growing Dragon. Is because we actually conspired to keep it a secret from you because we know what you're like. I know what you're like. You and your unreasonable levels of kindness. And people have been far too fucking kind to me recently. And I can't deal with any more of it because, you know, they got us onto the Plus program. So it's pretty scandalous. And therefore, I actually sent out the message through the medium of Carrier Pigeon about 3 months ago to every single member of the community apart from you, saying, hey, look, friends, just can't deal with this right now. So let's make sure that Growing Dragon doesn't know that I'm live. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. Yeah. 100%. That's what happened. Yeah. God damn it, Growing Dragon. Fuck. You bastard. I was busy dyeing my hair. Hello. Sue did the raid. Sue raided over to me. Oh, brutal Sue raided me so well. Oh, I got brutalized. Been walking like John Wayne for a week. God damn it. Hey, friends. Have you been thrown in the deep end? Well, it's definitely very deep now because I got brutal. We're all right. We're good. We're all right. Oh, well, there's one quick way to find out whether you're okay with my content or not, is just join the stream very briefly. Very briefly. Do you know what I mean? Well, not really about the Vaseline, but in name only. Yeah. Vaseline, basically, Vaseline is actually not a very good lubricant. It's really, it's the most well-known lubricant as something that is just like, okay, use Vaseline for fucking anything. You know what I mean? The only thing that is more well-known for lubrication is WD-40, and you don't really want to use that as an intimate slip and slide. Do you know what I mean? That's not where you're... No, just no. Do you know what I mean? When I first met Brutal Sue, I came into her chat and was yelling that birds aren't real and Pepsi are bastards, and then hit on her entire chat, and she didn't ban you. That is fair. That is entirely fair. We respect boundaries here, but you know, if somebody does hasn't immediately expressed their boundaries, you know, you can certainly see what's what, as long as they're prepared. Community prepared to set your boundaries. CJ comes at you going, hey, how's it going? You seen these swans? Find the vet because they're sick. Then you need to set that boundary, and I'm sure CJ will fully respect it. Okay. For some reason, CJ, I feel like you're that kind of person. Look at my swans. Maybe it's your dancing aubergine. Your dancing neon aubergine. This is content. It fucking is. Right. Just been waking up with erections recently for no reason. It's annoying. Do you actually want to know the reason for that? CJ? Do you want to know the reason for that? Or certainly one of the possible reasons for that? Because I, as a sex educator, fucking know. There's a variety of different reasons. One, if you haven't been masturbating or shagging enough recently, then there's a good chance that you'll wake up with an erection. Or two, which is probably the more likely, is the fact that you need to pee. If you need to pee. So, basically, friends, for those people with penises, how's it going? For those people with penises, when you get an erection, it cuts off the link from penis to bladder, which is normally there for when you need to pee, you know? But it cuts off the link from penis to bladder. So in order to stop you from wetting yourself, if you really need to pee in the night, behold the meaty love stick. Standing to proud. Do you know what I mean? I did need to pee. There you go. There you go. First of all, why was there no sound about that?
Ruin Dragon is being far too kind. Confound them.
I was very confused by a second there. I was like, what is going on? What? Ruin Dragon! Ruin Dragon! Friends, if you've got egos, wonderful little ego emotes, could you please throw them out now and say a massive thank you to Gruin Dragon for being so unbelievably kind. Thank you very much, Gruin Dragon. That was fucking too kind. This is the reason why we didn't tell you I was online, all right? Because I knew you were going to be kind. I knew you were going to come over here with your love and appreciation, and your sentimentality, and your kindness. You get? Fucking get? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God damn it. Oh, my lordy. I believe the dolls will get there. Which dolls, damn man? Oh, I'm so confused. This is the problem. I get behind in chat and that's it. Do you know what I mean? That's what you get. That's what you get for telling people to not to inform me that you were here. Fair. Do you know what I mean? Do I have to look in the mirror and say Silicon Valley 3 times or something? No, if you do that, One True Cripple, I cannot be held responsible for what might happen. You look in the mirror and say Silicon Valley 3 times, oh, I cannot be held responsible. All right? But I will say it's really useful if you need some relaxation of the nethers. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Sounds good. Moving to Jupiter. Live forever. Means time travel into the future is technically possible and closer to a black hole. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Time travel into the future is possible. It's just not possible the other way around.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
Thank you so much for the follows. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking. I realize you've said something in chat, but just in case you've decided to go back into lurk, I won't call you out. But welcome on in. Welcome on in. Just finished watching some news, and this is what I came back to. Wait, why am I surprised at this? Why are you surprised at this, Music Man? Chaos and distractions, deviations. How much Devils is she's doing all right? Thank you very much, Woman B. She's getting there, steadily but surely. She's got a lot on her plate at the moment, and yeah, just like doing everything I can to support her. You know, I was up there Tuesday. For those people that don't know, McSteffels is my partner. She was away at a business meeting Tuesday, Wednesday. She had a really bad travel time, and she had a really bad time in the hotel. So she was going to come down this weekend, and she asked if I could go up this weekend instead, because she's just so fucking tired at the moment. She's got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, and I said, yeah, not a problem. So I came back here this morning. I'm doing this stream. I'm streaming tomorrow afternoon, and then as soon as I finish stream, I'm jumping in the car and then going to see her and spend the spend the weekend with her. You know. We love my McSteffels and we'll always care and ask. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And if I can't guarantee that she'll ever answer, but if she is in the Discord, if people want to speak to her and see how she's doing and what have you, like I said, can't guarantee she'll answer because she's stepping away from a lot of social media at the moment, just to have a break, which is fully understandable. So yeah, but. Yeah. It's a hard one being a... It's a hard one being a partner of a content creator like me. Because there'll be people in the community. I'm not pointing any fingers by any stretch of the imagination. I'm definitely not fucking calling anybody out. But I know full well that there'll be people in this community who are... genuinely interested in her as a person and care for her and want to be her friend. And then there will be people in the community, and they definitely have in the past, who are no longer part of this community, who have pretended to give a shit because they want my attention. So they've asked how my partner is in order to have that in of, this is something we can talk about because I want your attention as a content creator. And that's really fucking hard. That's really fucking hard, you know? So, yeah, it's not an easy one. It's not an easy one. Bless her. But at the moment, she's got too many other things going on in life to actually give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? She's got other stuff she needs to worry about as opposed to all that stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's pretty bad form. It is. Yeah, I agree. But I'm also not... I'm not deluded about the situation. Do you know what I mean? I'm not thinking I've had it my entire life, even before I was a content creator. There's always been people who are like, oh, how's your partner? Because you don't actually give a shit about them, but, you know, you care about having contact with us. Do you know what I mean? You get it? Yeah, exactly. Fundamentally, you don't understand the logic that people do that with. I know it happens, but yeah, just so lazy. Yeah. I mean, it is, but it's also like... It just is one of the things. That's the red flag that someone does that. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. But this is the thing, is you never really know. The only time you ever really find out is about such things is how they act when McSteffels is here. Do you know what I mean? Like... We've had people in the past, because me and McSteffels have been together, fucking hell, we literally just passed our 2-year anniversary, do you know what I mean? We've been together for a long time, and there's definitely people that are no longer part of this community who were like, had no real connection with McSteffels, never really said hi to her, Never really spoke to her. Never did any of that stuff. But as soon as she wasn't here, they'd be asking me how she was. And it was just like, do you think that I cannot see? Do you think that I cannot see? It is... I am observant. I have to be observant to stay on the ball as content creator, you know? So it's one of them things. It's one of them things, but... you know. It's your birth-anniversary week, Midgarder. Go do what you need to do. When you get back, let me know when your birth-anniversary is. Let me know when your birth-anniversary is. Ladies and gentlemen, all genders outside in between, Sarah Jane, 7 minutes ago, redeemed to praise the mods. Could you do me a massive favor and throw out some mod loves in the channel? You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. Say a massive thank you to those wonderful, wonderful moderators. Oh. Can I get that one as well? Yeah. Moderators! Thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for being you and being here and helping me out in and out of the community. All the stuff behind the scenes, all the stuff you do for the community in the Discord as well, you beautiful beings. I appreciate it. You know? To play devil's advocate, that could be people just being shy. When somebody's in chat, you can observe them. And when they aren't, you might want to ensure that they're okay, but you're too shy to engage. So there's definitely sketch intent as well. Yeah, and you know what? I appreciate the devil's advocacy. But it with certain people in the past, at least, it's become extremely obvious. I don't want to give details because I fucking hate drama, and I don't want to like point any fingers or cause any aggro or do any of that. So I also don't want to give attention to whoever it was that did it, you know, or the people specifically that have done it. But it becomes an obvious thing, you know, because there's definitely been times, and if I'm completely honest about this, and oh, here we go, we're getting a bit fucking on it. There's definitely been times where McSteffels has come in and said hello to everybody, and nobody has said hi back. And then I've talked about something that me and McSteffels have done, and people are like, "Oh, that's so cute, that's so cute, that's so cute," and it's like, okay, so I'm talking about stuff that me and McSteffels have done, and everyone's like, oh, that's so cute, but not a single person has said hi to her when she said hi to everybody. All right, that's interesting. That makes me feel super fucking awkward as a partner, and I can imagine it makes her feel super fucking awkward as somebody who's coming in here who used to be a member of this community, a really avid and actual, like, fucking integral member of this community before everyone realized that we were together. And then we were together, and suddenly it was like, oh, interesting, you know. And I'm not saying everyone's like that by any stretch of the imagination, but I am saying it's happened. I'm not gonna turn around and fucking lie to you. Do you know what I mean? Because it's definitely happened. You know. Drama needs to stay on the telly. Got other things to do, like read about fish. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Definitely times when it comes to Cooper are obvious and that dramatic level stuff. Yeah. I tend to cut that shit out these days. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, oh, you are a particularly dramatic person. Cool, goodbye. Touch of bananas, bye. You know. Very rude, exactly. It's sad and rude. Yeah, it is, but yeah, I don't know. It just is. It's one of those things that you tend to get to notice, you know. That's terrifying. Something so if I don't say hi to universal greetings, it's usually because I didn't see it. It's all right. I'm not, like I said, I am not pointing fingers by any stretch of the imagination. Do you know what I mean? By any stretch of the imagination, I'm not like that. I'm not the kind of person that will point fingers. But I will say, I'll be like, this is a situation that has happened. I don't like to, as much as I don't like drama, I also don't like to put people on the spot. Do you know what I mean? I don't like to really do that. Some people might bring up a subject, and I'll be like, cool, let's talk about the subject. But I don't mean, I'm not going to be like, you brought up the subject. Yes, we'll talk about you. And that's just not the kind of person I am. I'm just like, do you know what? Right. You've brought up the subject. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Hey, Lazanda coming in for the 3 streams in a row. My lordy. 3 streams in a row. You've been streaking all over the place. It is getting warmer.
Yeah,
I can understand wanting to take the clothes off, you know.
I'm a Mayday baby. Except a 51-year-old baby skeptical smiley.
Oh lordy, so it was your birthday yesterday? Was your birthday yesterday, Midgarder? Is that right? Is that right? Am I correct in thinking it? And you're giving me a present of a subscription? Good lord! I shall now inscribe your name upon the mirror of Vane. By having your name upon the mirror of Vane, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, harra, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? Yeah, I know. Also, while I'm here, Midgarder, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Midgarder. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Midgarder, you cheeky dog. I think I actually popped a lung there. I think I actually popped a lung. You know? How's it going, Venny Ven? How you doing? Welcome on in. How's it going? Encore! Ooh, all of the oohs. All of the oohs. Got to do them at different tones so it doesn't make people go wild in the brain pan, you know? You know? Your dark thoughts and tears have gone. Valor is magic. Yes, all of the magic. I do all of it, do you know what I mean? How are you, Mia Moore? Very good. Thank you very much, Fenny Fen. Making the absolute best of the world that I can, given the world is not the greatest of places at the moment, you know? So we look for every silver lining. We make the best of every situation and all that jazz. Do you know what I mean? You know? May need a birth anniversary for the husband on Tuesday. Fair. Entirely legit. By the way, thank you very much, people, for saying thank you, for congratulations on getting the plus. Yes, we have got, we are I feel very, very fortunate to have been in the plus program. We've got it. We hit our 3 months consecutively of getting 100 sub points, which means that I am now officially on a 60-40 split for the next 12 months, apparently. For the next 12 months. So I'm very excited. Very excited to see what I can do with that extra little leeway to make things even better. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So that was the pigeons doing. Definitely looks. All of the pigeons. Confoundable pigeons. Right, let me scroll down because I am once again way fucking far behind. 2 days in else. Yeah. Loving the zoom-ins. Got to get right up in my business. Do you know what I mean? Love Steffels and you and Mini Steffels, and we'll fight the haters. Death today. No death. No death. Just, you know. It's just one of them things. Just one of them things. It just, to be honest with you, like, the thing about, like, situations like that is it's really fucking hard. Fucking hell, we're getting a little bit heartfelt for a second here, friends. It's extremely hard for me as a person to have my person, my partner, the person that I love, that I, as you, many of you see, do fucking everything for, everything I possibly can for that woman. For her to come into what is equivalently my house and be effectively snubbed. and then have to carry on like nothing happened. And I'm not going to be the kind of person that turns round and makes everything about McSteffels, because she wouldn't want that. She's not the kind of person who's like, oh, well, I'm Valen's boyfriend. I'm Valen's girlfriend, so you now have to all pander to me. Yes, do all of the issues. Yes, I am the one in charge now. She's not like that. She doesn't like that kind of shit. All she wants is people to be genuine friends with her. Not friends because she's the partner of a fucking content creator. Not friends because she's the partner of an event organizer. Not friends because she is associated with somebody who is, for lack of a better term, more social butterfly than then. Or I suppose, like, I fucking hate using the term, but like that whole celebrity type thing. Like, she just wants people to say hi. To treat her like she used to be treated in the community. Like, when she'd come in and she'd have a laugh with everybody and she'd have some banter and she'd troll the fuck out of me like everybody fucking does. She is not the kind of person to get fucking jealous when people start flirting with me. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't fucking matter. She is not that kind of person at all. But there's definitely been a change that I've seen of how people act around her since we've gone public about being in a relationship together. Because let me be very, very question. Question, can you flirt with her as well? Yeah, I don't give a shit. It's fine. As long as she's comfortable with it, yeah. And she'll let you know if she's not, because she's very good at setting her own boundaries, you know? For me, like, there's been a noted change between, like, we were together for like a year. In fact, we were together for nearly 18 months before we went public. And everyone were like, she was just one of the fucking crowd. She was bantering with the people. She was part of the fight. She was part of the main group of people that trolled the fuck out of me, you know? She was part of that. And it was grand. It was wonderful. It was a shits and giggles scenario. And I fucking loved it. I thought it was absolutely fucking hilarious. And then we went public and it was weird for a little bit because I was uncertain, she was uncertain, and the community was like, oh my God, this is all new. But there was definitely a change of how people reacted around her. It was like you couldn't, like, you had to step on fucking tiptoe through the daffodils with her, and she's just not like that. You don't need to do any of that shit. And I ain't gonna give a shit. Do you know what I mean? You get these people who are like, do a flip? Yeah, sure. Is that good? You do this one. Flip in you off. Is that good? Is that all right? Is that okay? How is exclamation mark sorry not a command? Because it got used too much, damn man. We used to have an exclamation mark sorry command, but then people would come in and like not know the rules, because we don't talk about it all the fucking time. Do you know what I mean? So they might not know the rules and they'd come in and apologize and then get bombarded with the exclamation mark sorry, and it's like quite aggressive for a new person. So I was like, do you know what? We're just gonna get rid of the exclamation mark sorry so that new people don't get fucking bombarded, you know? Thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you and chat about it. I must away. Hope the rest of the team goes excellent. You take it easy, Growing Dragon. Thank you so much for once again your unreasonable fucking kindness. You have a wonderful, wonderful time. And I hope whatever you're doing with the rest of your time zone is exquisite. You know what I mean? I'm also invoicing that rule at work. Love it. Love it. There's quite a few people that are, and I'd love to see it, you know? Now I feel bad me asking started this. Don't at all. Just literally, just like people are saying, it's very important to have these conversations. And it's one of those ones, it's a really weird one because it's one of those ones where I'm like, should I be talking about my partner in this way on stream like this? And actually, I'm like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Because it is important. It is important to talk about these things. Because at the end of the day, there is nothing that makes me feel more awkward than streams like that, where McSteffels has come in and said hi, and nobody said hi back. And it's like, apart from me, because obviously I will. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Don't feel bad sometimes morning erections happen. Just pee in the sink. I mean, you could. Or do a handstand in the shower, maybe. McBrendels, yeah. You need to talk about these things. We're almost like family. If you can't talk to us about this shit, then we don't belong here, to be honest. Yeah, it's fair. It's fair, do you know what I mean? Where there are times that we don't greet McSteffels. Yeah, there's definitely been times. One true cripple. And whether that's, regardless, to be honest with you, it genuinely doesn't fucking matter what the situation is. It might be that people are just busy. It might be that they have some issue. It might be that they have no real interest in McSteffels, but their only interest in McSteffels is me. Is like via me. You know? There might be a myriad of reasons for why people don't say hi to McSteffels when she comes in and says hello everyone. Or hi all. Or whatever it is that she's saying that day. But there is a noted thing. Because naturally, as my partner, I'm going to see her fucking name before I see anybody else's name. I'm like, boom, there she is. You know? And when I'm like, see her, be like, oh, hey, McSteffels, blah, 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 and then nothing. I'm like, oh, okay. That's the thing. That's the thing that happens. Fair enough. And then naturally my brain, because my brain goes a million fucking miles an hour, my brain immediately goes, cool, does anybody actually like my girlfriend? Or is this just a case of people tolerate her because they like me? Like, what? That feels very fucking awkward as a content creator. Do you know what I mean? That feels really awkward that my community might not, considering how she was before everyone knew we were together. Now it's different. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, where's that going? What's going on there? You know? Brings awareness to those who have who may have avoided her for the purposes of trying to be respectful or something. Oh yeah, definitely don't fucking avoid her for the purposes of trying to be respectful. McSteffels is very clear about her fucking boundaries, and she is also very clear at being able to tell people to fuck off if they cross those boundaries. Do you know what I mean? There's a reason why I got with her. Do you know what I mean? Because she's very good at the communication side of things. Doom Hippie, how you doing? How's it going? Some people think that they own you and don't like the fact that you have your own private life. Oh, Sarah Jane, I have had more than my fair share of that. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think that size even matters. When you get to a certain... It's not even when you get to a certain thing. When you put yourself out on the internet, especially in the world of content creation, when you put yourself out on the internet, you put out so much of your life, and people get to know you, and they get to know your personality, they get to know your facial expressions, they get to know parts, like stories of your life and stuff. They feel like they know you on a real personal level, and they call it parasocial relationships, when people feel like they know you better than they actually do. And I have had a lot of parasocial, like a lot of people have had parasocial relationships with me, where they thought that we were like the closest fucking friends, and I'm like, I don't actually know you. I don't actually know you. You know? Some people I do. Some people we have got great friendships and stuff like that, but it's like, okay, this is getting a thing, you know what I mean? And I've definitely seen that many, many times. In the 6 years, I mean, fucking hell, I've been a content creator for 6 years. I have seen a lot. As the famous story I always tell was the day that, like, somebody literally sent me a Google image of my own house. They were like, hey, this is your house, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's talk about how that's completely inappropriate and not something you should ever do. I'm one of those people that has, like, I have a certain level of patience. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, we'll always have Paris. Yeah. Oh, we'll always have Paris. We'll always have Paris social relationships. I mean, there is that as well, Max. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Oh, yeah. I will take the time. I'll take the time. A lot of people don't, and I understand why they fucking don't. Because I am... like, I'm a very patient person. And I am also very good at seeing how people can misread situations. So when it comes to people being parasocial, I will always take the time to be like, hey, this is the reason why what you're saying is not okay. And these are the boundaries that I am putting in place because of that. You know? Nearly everybody that has been, like, not trolls and shit, like everybody that has been a community member that has had to be removed from the community has been given a reason as to why they've been removed from the community. I have taken the time to be like, hey, this was a boundary that you overstepped that made me uncomfortable. 9 times out of 10, I will give them fucking reasons, and I'll give them chances. I'll be like, hey, this was a situation that made me uncomfortable. This was a situation that this wasn't okay. This was a situation where your behavior wasn't okay, and these are the reasons why. Because I genuinely don't believe that if you, just by blocking somebody and banning somebody and banning somebody and blocking somebody and what have you, that doesn't help anybody, because they're never going to learn as to what they fucking did wrong. They're never going to learn as to what actually went wrong there. So I try to give people chances. And sometimes I have given people far too many fucking chances. You know? But there is definitely a time where I'm like, right, you have crossed the boundary and you need to leave. There is a situation that is going on where you are no longer a welcome part of this community, and I can't ignore it any longer. And you need to go. You know? And sometimes I ask them to leave of their own free will, and sometimes I'm like, right, I have to put a fucking boundary in place and block you, because there is literally no way that you're going to accept this on the gracious terms that I am putting forward. You know? Yeah, I know. I've seen her just made it more real for some people and kicked off the jealousy. Maybe Doom Hippie. That is definitely a possibility. And there's definitely, I was about to say, there's definitely, I'm not going to try and deny the fact that there's going to be some jealousy around it. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to be jealous. It's just not okay to be a cunt about it. Do you know what I mean? It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be like, do you know what? Oh, fucking hell, that's... oh, nah, you know, I mean, I'm jealous of you because you're with Val and Vane, or people... I mean, fucking McSteffels is a beautiful, beautiful woman. There's definitely people out there jealous of me because I'm with her, you know? 100%. And it's like, it's okay to be jealous. It's just not okay to be a dick about it. You know? Well, I'm not working like it. I appreciate that one, Truthable. I don't know whether she'll be back on stream anytime soon. She's having a big sort of step away from social media. She's got enough stuff going on in her own life at the moment that she has no real need or want to come back to Twitch at the moment. But if she does come back, then, you know, treat her like one of you. She is a member of the community. And she's always been a member of the community. And nothing has changed. Just because that we are together as a relationship doesn't mean anything's going to change. It hasn't. In the nearly 3 years that we have been together in one way, shape, or form. Like nothing has changed. She has not got any preferential treatment. And, like, she doesn't... you know what I mean? She's not like a mod. She can't fucking ban people she doesn't like or anything like that. It's just not the way it works. It's just not the way it works. It's not the way our relationship works. And when we decided to go public on it, we had a big conversation about it. And we were just like, right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about where we stand, what's okay, what's not okay, what are your boundaries, what are your comfort levels, what are my boundaries, what are my comfort levels. These are all the things you got to talk about when you're in a relationship with a streamer, you know, or you're a streamer in a relationship with somebody else. You've got to have those thingies. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's one of those things. And she was very, forget my fucking rules, she was very keen that she wanted to be treated like everybody else, that she wanted to be a member of the community, that she wanted to be part and parcel of the whole fucking thing. Oh, an advert? An advert! Let me tell you about shit that's going on, friends. There's an advertisement going on. So for those people not seeing the advertisement, I'm doing an extra stream today, as you can see, because I didn't stream yesterday or the day before because I was away helping McSteffels. And I'm doing an extra stream tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST. I think we're going to play Rain on Your Parade. I think that's the game that a lot of people have been recommending, and it's only like a one-shot game, so that's all grand and dandy. In regards to next week, I will be doing my usual Monday stream, and then on Tuesday the 7th of May, I'm doing my first sponsored stream. Dun 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 dun. It's a sponsored stream of a game that I feel like might appeal to various different members of this community. It's not a game that I would normally play, but like I said, I feel like it might appeal to members of this community. Naturally, how you doing, Asticon? Naturally, I will be dressing up for it. I have an outfit ready, so that's going to be fun and interesting, because why wouldn't I not dress up for a sponsored stream? So yeah, I'll be doing a sponsored stream on May the 7th. I'll be doing a sponsored segment in that one. Is it a spicy game? I'm not allowed to stream spicy games on Twitch, Bumbling Bee. So no, it's not a spicy game. No, it's not a spicy game. It's very, very different to anything that I would normally do. Is it Raid Shadow Legends? No, I have turned down Raid Shadow Legends for about 4 years in a row. I have no interest in that game at all. And I don't think any of my community does either. But it is a game that I'll be open and honest and say it's a game that I did get through Stream Elements, but not because of the sponsorship board, but because one of their team reached out to me and they were like, hey, these are a couple of games that we think might suit you and your community. And I'm like, oh shit, you've actually taken the time to see my stream. You've actually taken the time to see what my community are into. And you've actually asked me about games directly, as opposed to just being like, there you go. Did you finish To the Flame? I did not finish To the Flame. That was just like a one shot. That was just like a one shot because they sent me a free key and they were like, hey, would you be up for it? And I was like, yeah, do you know what I mean? You're a little indie dev. I'm well up for supporting you. Do you know what I mean? Played Raid for a while to help people reach their goals very easily, so they could get the money to pay their bills. Do you know what? I fucking love you for that, Sembar. Not even my bills, but I fucking love you for that, because it does help. And this is another one where so this sponsorship is like a flat fee, and then there are certain goals to reach if people download the game and choose to play it and stuff like that. If they reach certain goals, then I get more money and stuff like that, because that tends to be a lot of the ways that people do sponsorships these days tends to be along those lines. It's like, here is a flat fee for you to play the game. If you happen to get people to download the game and play it to reach these targets, then you get more money, you know? Champ behavior, to be honest, yeah, 100%. And that's going to be the same on Tuesday. I will honestly openly say that when it comes to any sponsorships or anything like that, I will always try and be as honest as I possibly can about the game, with bearing in mind the fact that I am being paid for it. So there's always going to be a certain influence that I have because I am being paid for it, you know. But that doesn't stop the fact I'll try and be honest. And on top of that, I go in for a base rate. Like when I take up a sponsorship, I go in being like, cool, I am being sponsored because this is the base rate. Anything else is a bonus, and that's fucking great. But this is a base rate. I'm not expecting anything else, you know? If it happens, fucking wonderful. And from the game that I have picked, was an interesting one, actually, because like I said, it's not the one that I would normally play off my own back. But I know it's the kind of game that many people in this community play. And it also has a certain level of scientific endeavor about it, apparently, from what I've seen. So, science, I can say it's like a strategy game. That's what I can tell you so far. So, science, strategy, and shits and giggles is what I'm expecting. So, that tends to be what the community are after. You know. Then on May the 13th, we've got Mythical Mondays. Monday, the 13th of May, we will be doing Mythical Mondays, where we're going to be looking into ghosts. We're going to be looking into... when is it again? It is on Tuesday, the 7th of May, is the sponsored stream. I'll be starting the stream at 1 p.m. BST as per usual. And then we will be... probably chatting for about an hour as usual, and then I'll jump into it. Okay? So that everyone's on the same page. Yeah, Mythical Mondays. Every month we do Mythical Mondays, which is where we deep dive into a monster's mythos, the myth behind a monster. And we've done vampires, we've done zombies, we've done werewolves, we've done witches, we've done succubus, we've done not cryptids, we've done Krampus, we've done the Curse of the Mummy and leprechauns. And the one that we're doing in May is ghosts. There are a whole load of different varieties of ghosts in the world. However, the ones that we are looking for, just generic, what ghosts have been, where did the concept of spirits walking the earth come from? Vampires, zombies, mummies, Krampus, witches, succubus, leprechauns, and werewolves. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've done 8 already. Fucking hell. We've done 8 Mythical Mondays. And then, yeah, Monday the 13th of May, we'll be doing ghosts. Where did the ghosts come from? And then I've got ideas for, like, the ones that I've kind of got lined up are the Grim Reaper, the Headless Horseman, the Boogeyman, unicorns, and goblins. Those are the ones, the subject matters that I have considered. For the next ones, you know? Astra, how you doing? Is Winnie the Pooh's home run derby, isn't it? Is that what you're playing? Yeah, how did you know? God, how did you know?
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
15 months, can you believe that? Blows my mind. Aislin's love, Aislin's lick, Aislin's love.
How you doing, Aslin Shenanigans, you cheeky devil? 15 months! It's not 15 months. You're on a 15-month streak. It's 25 months. Aslin Shenanigans. 25 months. So it's 10 months more than 15. I will now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil, and of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy, ooh, yes, meow, you know? Ooh, caught you. I did indeed. That is right, it is indeed. Seriously, don't ever play that game. Don't ever watch someone play that game. Whatever you do, don't ever try listening to the soundtrack. I didn't even realize it was an actual game, if I'm honest with you, Astra. Didn't even realize it was an actual game. Hold on, let me scroll up a wee bit because... how you doing, Sembar? How's it going? How are the Praise the Mods out of stock? Because there's one waiting. There's a Praise the Mods waiting in the sidelines, Sembar. How you doing, Sen? How's it going? And Ahara, hello, you cheeky devil. You look nice today. Far too many chances. Felt that spiritually. Oh, well, that is true. That is very, very true. There have definitely been members of this community that I have given far too many chances to. Because the thing is, like, one of my biggest merits and my biggest flaws is the fact that I try to look for the best in people. And my brain works in such an interesting way that there is always a reason for something. There is always a reason as to why people do the shit that they do. There is always a reason as to why they do the shit that they do. The question you need to ask yourself is does that reason excuse their actions? And that's unfortunately where I draw the line. A lot of the times. And do you know what? I've got worse at it. I've actually become worse and worse at it. Before I started streaming, I was a no shit Nancy. Do you know what I mean? I was very much, I didn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck. You've crossed the line. Fuck you and everything you stand for. I'm out. Do you know what I mean? And that was a lot of my teenage and my 20s and my teenage years was very much I don't give a shit. Fucking out. As soon as you cross that line, I'm out. Bye. See you later. But as I've got older, I've become more understanding in many ways. And yeah, it's just, yeah, it's a thing. What were we talking about? We were talking about people that have come in and just joined us and what have you. As we were just talking about the fact that people have been asking how McSteffels has been doing. McSteffels is my partner, for those people that don't know. And she's having a bit of a rough time with things at the moment. Things are not great. There's a lot of things going on in life that have affected her and what have you. But we were specifically talking about the fact that we were specifically talking about the fact that some members of this community ask how she's doing. And I'm not tonight. But there are some members of this community who ask after her and ask how she's doing, not because they actually give a shit about her as a person, but because they want the interaction with me. That led on to a conversation where I said that there have definitely been times that I have actively noticed where McSteffels has come in and said hi to everybody and nobody said hi back. Which, as her partner, makes me feel fucking shit. Makes me feel real fucking shit. Because this is the woman that I love. Do you know what I mean? This is the woman who makes my fucking life complete. And to have that, to be in a situation where you're like, oh, look, nobody wants to speak to you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody like has noticed you. What is the situation here? I don't want to call out an entire fucking community because like being like, say hi to my girlfriend, because I'm not like that. I'm like, if you don't want to fucking say hi to her, that's on you. But on the other side of things, it's like, why haven't you said hi to her? She said hi to everybody. You know? Nibrin says, I always liked her, but I did notice she comes in significantly less. Figured it was just a life thing, but please tell her she is loved. There shouldn't be awkwardness. That's bull. Yeah, it is. And there shouldn't be awkwardness. And I would like there to not be awkwardness.
Hand it to my ego. Hand it to it. Hand it to it.
I care about her, but I've gotten to know her over time. She is a peach. I adore her. I should try harder to talk with her more. She is amazing and I have noticed her even before you both came out as a couple.
Good. I mean, before we came out as a couple, I think that's where my major issue with it all is the fact that before we came out as a couple, she was just another member of the community. And we both expected, and we both talked about it, and it was like, how do we want to be treating each other as we're thinking? And she was really keen. She was really fucking keen that when we came out public, when we let everyone know about the fact that we were together, she wanted to be treated no differently. She just wanted to be another member of the chat, the brat team. Do you know what I mean? She wanted to brat me like everybody else does. She just wanted to be part of that. And that's changed over time. And the only thing that I can see that's changed it is the fact that people are like, oh, you're Valen's girlfriend, so we can't brat you the way that we want to, or we can't do these things. And it's like, you can. She's very clear. She'll tell you if a fucking line's been crossed. Do you know what I mean? But she is your better half. She's the person that completes me at the moment. Like, that she is the person that completes me. Do you know what I mean? Like, we only get to see each other on weekends, and it feels weird her not being here, or me not being there. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Being a responsible mod, Sen, you being a responsible mod, I appreciate you taking the time with it being serious. I really do. It was sounding a bit serious. It was just, the topic came up and I was like, do you know what? I'm actually going to talk about that. I'm going to have that conversation and just let everyone know that it's something that I've noticed. You know? You mean Raid specifically? They don't care at all? Oh yeah. Well, the Raid Shadow Legends thing is really fucking interesting when it comes to sponsorships, because I read an article saying that Raid Shadow Legends don't actually ever pay for sponsorships, but the way that they get around it is that they pay another team who pay for sponsorships, which is just bizarre and peculiar. But yeah, do you know what I mean? Anyway. My ADHD hit and I heard time and it disappeared from my memory core. Anybody willing to type science stream for my confused butt? Oh, heard the time. Oh, the time 1 p.m. BST on Tuesday the 7th of May is when I'm going to be starting, but I won't start the game till like 2 p.m. We'll do what we normally do and chat shit for an hour. And then we'll do the stream, you know. Yeah, there's a werewolf stream. Needs to find out on YouTube link. Oh, there you go. I've just put the YouTube link to the VODs channel in there. There is a playlist called Mythical Mondays, and it's got all of the VODs for all of the Mythical Mondays we've done. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the upcoming one's going to be about ghosts. Finding out where the origins of... Because realistically speaking, the ghosts are probably going to be the most ancient of the folklores. But the question is, where did they start? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from, Cotton Eye Joe? You know? Lan is known to destroy spirits, often without a mixer. You know me, Max. Give me fucking vodka straight. I am more than happy. Do you have a Kraken or a Kelpie or anything, Marie? No, not yet, but I'm keen to do a mermaids one, if I'm honest with you, Art of Failure. I'm honestly keen to do a mermaids one, because I think the mermaids that people picture are very, very different to the origins of mermaids. Let me add that to my list, actually. This one. Mermaids. And I will make you this color. Yes. Yes. Do. Bear with me 2 seconds, friends. 2 seconds. Almost. Cool. Done. Yeah, I've added mermaids in there. Right, where were we? Series I don't don't play the game. Having an issue that has gone. I'm having an issue that has gone too far, and yet I haven't stopped communicating yet. Always try my best to hear people out and see their perspective. Yeah, but you have to draw that line, Aslin. You have to draw that line. For your own fucking sanity, you have to draw that line. Because let me be very clear. As somebody, like, learn from my fucking mistakes, friends. Learn from my mistakes, all right? As somebody who has tried to find a reason to understand or see how things are going or see things going or finding, or it's like, okay, well, this person hasn't really done anything bad in a little while. It will continue and continue and continue and continue and continue, and you will always find, you will get into a habit of their reasons being excused despite the fact that they don't deserve the excuse. They don't deserve to be excused from them, you know? And you will find people who do a thing where they push the limit, get called out, apologize, and then completely change, and then slowly start pushing those limits again. Slowly start pushing the limits, and then eventually you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, call them out again, and then they change, like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize, here are all my excuses as to why I didn't realize. They'll change, and then they'll start pushing the limits again, because they've got called out, so they go back, and they get called out again, and they go back, and they'll just keep fucking doing that, and it'll be little things. It'll be little things that are just not quite ban-worthy enough. Not quite ban-worthy enough. It's just a little thing. It's just a little thing. Oh, it's not quite ban-worthy enough. And it adds, and it adds, and it adds. And it gets to a point where your stream, your community, and even outside of stream, because there's other people in different worlds, the community, the friendships, whatever, the groups and stuff that you're in, you have to fucking draw that line, because otherwise everyone will draw the line on you and your community. And they will. I've seen it happen in my community. I have seen it happen in other people's streams. I have seen it happen time and time and time and time again. Where it literally, there's like one or two people that make the place a toxic environment. And because you don't draw the line, community members draw the line for you. They go, cool. The streamer hasn't drawn the line. So now I'm going to draw the line and avoid the stream. And it's like, oh shit. Oh shit. You know? And that's something you've got to do, especially in streaming, because it literally will affect your stream. You know? I love that you shine now. Thank you so much, Sarah Jane. I feel like I do. You know what I mean? Those types of people are so rare and should always be fully embraced and loved when all are needed. Yeah. 1 p.m. Tuesday, 7th of May. Thank you so much, Ryan. I'll write that down. Yes. 1 p.m. Tuesday. 1 p.m. Tuesday. 1 p.m. BST. Tuesday, 7th of May. Yeah. Are you thinking of doing one on unicorns? Yes, Oren Lynn. So unicorns is in the list. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the June one. I've put the June date in as like the 17th of June as like a pencil for the time being. Because that's like the most viable one, but yeah, I haven't thought about specifically which subject yet. In regards to that one, mermaid would be hilarious. Yeah, I think mermaids would be interesting. Mermaid or a siren? Well, I would imagine they'll probably cross over quite a bit. Knowing that pointy teeth, oh, la sharp pointy teeth. What's that from? Fucking hell, Monty Python. The sharp, pointed teeth. Mermaids depends on the country of their myth, really. Yeah, I mean, we'll be looking European initially. Because I know that, this is the thing, is I know that there's so many different ones that cross over. But yeah, we'll be looking European more than anything else. Pinch your fingers in the air to Cotton Eye Joe is a different vibe. Isn't it, Speedy? I never really thought about that, but it is very true. It is very true. Cotton Eye Joe, for those people that don't know, Cotton Eye Joe is a song by a band called the Wurzels. It was a 70s song. I think it was made in the 70s, either the 70s or the early 80s. And it was... Say again? By the Rednecks in the... Was it a 90s song? Oh, fucking hell. It was a 90s song. Shit. No, it's all right. Chunk knows his shit. It was a 90s song. I thought it was much earlier than that, but no. Cotton Eye Joe was a 90s song, and it's about an STI. Cotton Eye Joe is where you have 1994. Thank you very much, Max Spottage. I appreciate that. Cotton Eye Joe is where you have white, cloudy mucus from the end of one's penis. So it's like, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. And we used to dance to that as kids. We used to do fucking like line dancing and shit to that as kids. And it's like, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Brain went the same song lyric right away. Please stay out of my brain. It's scary in there. Or even worse jokes. Oh, God. Thought you while I was cooking today and gassing myself with vinegar and... Yeah, I saw that you were doing pickling Authentic. I was meant to ask you about it, but the conversation spiraled. But I hope that the pickling is going well. Basically, on and on and on it goes. Yeah, basically. And on and on and on and on it goes. Fuck, what's that band? The Answer. I'm getting really into bands at the moment. Bands I haven't listened to in a real long time. I've had in terms of relationships. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, because you want to, especially it's worse in a relationship, Fenny Fen, because you want it to be the best version of them because you love them, because you care for them, because you appreciate them as a person, and you want it to be the best person. Then they push the boundaries and you're like, hey, this is a boundary, this is not to be pushed, and they go, oh, I'm really sorry, I won't do it again, oh, well, guess what, I'm pushing that boundary again, and they're like, so yeah, so much worse in a relationship, that's happened in my community. Is mostly dead. Then you need to cut that fucking toxic element out of it, Aslin, especially if you've given them plenty of chances, and wait for the community to start growing back up again. I have done it many times. You know? Because why should I start with something easy? Jesus Christ. Bunch of coleslaw cabbage. Oh, wow. That is bold. I would not be doing that myself. Chunker's done coleslaw and stuff before, though. What about mermaids and not being accurate to what people think of them? Oh, Fenny Fen, the mermaids that people think of are like the mer creatures, the Little Mermaid. Oh, look, it's underwater people like Aquaman. Oh, it's fantastic. But mermaids were like creatures that used to drown sailors all the time. They used to think that, say, it was like, oh, how could this sailor possibly drown? He was such a strong swimmer. And he's like, oh, well, a mermaid obviously came up and grabbed his ankle and dragged him down. Do you know what I mean? Haven't touched Selkies yet. No, not yet. Relevant thing to mention, if you're going to ever look into the Wendigo, please do not do it during winter time. We don't even say the name during winter. All right, okay. That I did not. I've thwarted from earlier finally. Yeah, you've thawed. Oh, I'm glad. I thought you said thwarted. You've thawed from earlier. Welcome back, Sway. How you doing? How's it going? Funny thing to me that I have Cotton Eye Joe come up in 2 different streams today. Do you know what? As soon as I'm like, oh, where did you come from? I immediately think of the lyrics for Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? If it's a regular thing, I might just suggest angels. I think most people view angels as white-winged. Oh, yeah, Fenny Fen. Angels would be an interesting one. But the thing about angels, much like demons, is you got to kind of pick a genre of angels, you know? Like we did with Succubus. We looked at Succubus and touched on Incubus as well. But it was like, okay, there's the genre of the specific breed of demon therein, you know? Cotton Eye Joe was very popular in the 90s, early 2000s here in America. It was very, very popular in the UK. We used to dance to it. All the fucking hell, it was like what do they call them? Youth clubs. In the youth clubs. Ahoy, disembodied chunk. Yeah, he's I don't know what he's doing. He's in the other room there. Nearly broke my ankle trying to dance to Cotton Eye Joe. Brilliant. Cotton Eye Joe, also known as Cotton Eye Joe. No, Cotton Eyed Joe. Traditional American country folk popular at very folk song. Traditional American country folk song, popular at various times throughout the United States and Canada, although today it is mostly associated with the American South. The song is mostly identified with the 1994 Rednecks version, which became popular worldwide. The song is also an instrumental banjo and bluegrass fiddle standard. Oh, right, okay. Color me fascinated. But yeah, it's from what I understand, it's been... JB, you take it easy. Have a wonderful...
Yeah, you subscribed. Most kind.
Sam coming in with the prime. Hello, good evening. Been far too long. Good to see you once again. You know what to do. I do indeed, Sam. Look at this. Look at this. And in the back of an entirely clear mirror. Sam, for you and only you, your name is inscribed upon the back of the Mirror of Vane. This is something that I started with Serm when Serm first joined the community. When I first started doing mirrors. Long time ago. Welcome back for the 39 months, by having your name on the mirror vein means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing, go look at the front of the mirror vein. Roll over every morning. Look at the front of the mirror. Not the back, because the back will do fucking nothing, won't it? But the front of the mirror of vein and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? Not as funny as Love by the Kinks. I don't really know many of the Kink songs, to be fair. Which is surprising, given the genre of Kink. I mean, the song had a bop. It was a bop-asticon. That is very true. It was definitely. It's a wedding reception song. Cotton Eye Joe was a wedding reception song. Are you fucking for real? Oh my god, that is... Yeah, there you go. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Well, the groom had a questionable stag do, and now they're getting a divorce. My god, well shit. One-eyed trouser trout. Thought it was about a blind person. No, Cotton Eye Joe's about STIs. STIs. Can we not have something so unbelievably miserable? There we go. Okay. Hardest thing I've had to learn is how not to try and save somebody who doesn't want to be saved. With this type of situation, logically, I know what is happening. I always take slightly longer, but it's to have a major effect on my mental health. Yeah, no. Then in which case, it is your responsibility to yourself, Aslan Shenanigans, to learn to fucking to wind that boundary back. Your boundary's all the way over here because you like to give people a chance. You like to give people a chance because you want to help them. You want to save them. You want to help them. You need to wind it way back and just be like, right, this is the situation. This is the scenario. This is the advice I am giving you. Your responsibility is to take that advice. My responsibility was to give you the advice, not to see you follow it through. This is something I learned many, many, many years ago. My responsibility as a good friend, as a good person, as a good individual, is to give the advice, not to see it followed through. It is their responsibility as a human being to follow it through should they want to do it. How's it going, Persephone? How you doing, you beautiful bean? To speak the name Wendigo during the winter is to invite it. I don't want to do that. That is fair, especially given what it's allegorical for. Ooh. I do want to do the Wendigo at some stage. I do want to look into it because I do find some of the crossovers of what the Wendigo represents versus what the versus like some of the more local myths to the Europe. So yeah, I would like to do that at some stage. Bitsy and Bobsy just perking up curiously, just perking up, just having a good time, you know, chilling out, seeing what's going on. Grey aliens have been mythical design that's interested me for a long time. Why the bulbous head with the huge black eyes? It's such a universal curiosity fear for us humans. I jumped in here from the concept of angels' origins. Oh, have you been watching? Are you like me, Cherney? Have you been watching Ancient Aliens recently? By the way, friends, for those people that are wondering like the whole Ancient Aliens thing, it's all very well, but don't ever fucking turn around and say that aliens built the pyramids. Please don't ever fucking do that. Please don't fucking do that. And the reason why is because the person who invented that idea, the concept that the aliens built pyramids, was a white supremacist who refused to believe that people who lived in Egypt could possibly have built something so amazing. It was literally white supremacist propaganda because it was like, yeah, well, you know, non-white people couldn't make something so amazing, so fuck that noise, you know what I mean? I have not, but I probably would. Ancient Aliens is a laughable as a concept. I fucking love it. The TV series is available on the History Channel on Amazon Prime. I fucking love it. It's ludicrous and preposterous, but I fucking love it. It's not even a guilty pleasure. I find it fucking hilarious. She's like, by the way, they've just... It's like, did you know that they didn't even have gravity before Isaac Newton thought about it? How could they have made triangles before Pythagoras said there was triangles? What? I don't know. The History Channel? Yeah, the History Channel is just so full of fucking random shite. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I fucking love it. I am a glutton for documentaries. You used to devour the History Channel? Yeah. I fucking love it. I do. I pay the extra money every month because I'm like, give it to me. Fucking give it to me. The one that me and McSeffels were watching recently was an American detective who, on the TV series, comes across as a bit of an arse. Like, he's a nice guy and he's quite respectful in many ways, but he comes across like he doesn't know what he's quite talking about. But when we actually looked into him and his history is fucking convoluted. Like, he solved his own mother's murder. Do you know what I mean? I had so much respect for him after we actually dug into his detail, into his history and what have you. Fuck, what was it called? It was it was basically a TV series where a pathologist and a detective solved ancient crimes. So they took like old bodies from museums, like mummified corpses and shit like that, and they looked into the history, they looked into the pathology of it, and they were like, right, okay, so this person was probably killed like this in this day and age. They go and speak to experts that they call witnesses, but they go and speak to like historians, and they're like, cool, in this day and age, what was like freely available? Similar to Bones? Yeah, I don't remember it being called Bones. It was called something much more serious, like Solving the Past or something like that. Come on, what's it called? I'm scanning the History Channel now to see if I can get it. Ancient Murders Unearthed. Ancient Murders Unearthed is what it was called. And yeah, it was fucking great. It was actually really, really good. Because they literally, they go various different, I think there's like 6 episodes or something like that. And it's like, cool, this person was found in a cave, buried like this. What kind of, and they don't like turn around and go, oh, well, it was Jeff from down the road. But they do turn around and go, cool, these are the 4 different types of scenarios that we assume was the most likely. Was it a rival tribe? Was it somebody who knew them? Was it like the head of their own tribe? So they actually talk about like all those different things, and it was genuinely quite fascinating. It was genuinely quite fascinating the way they went into stuff. There was definitely points where I was like, that's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch. But I did have a lot of respect for the pathologist and the detective once we looked into their backstories. At the time when I was going through it, and I was like, do you know what? Who are these actual people that are digging into this? Where have they come from? What do they actually know? What shit are they peddling here? But then when we looked into him, it's like, fucking hell, this guy solved the murder of his own mother's murder. He solved his own mother's murder. What? His mother was murdered in front of him. He grew up, became a police officer, became a detective, found the cold case, and solved it. Fucking what? Do you know what I mean? Just like, fucking hell, right, okay. He had like 250 solved murders, homicides under his belt or something. It's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it turns out, despite the fact that he doesn't seem all that impressive in the episode that we were watching at the time, he actually turns out to be fucking real impressive. you know what I mean? You want aliens to kidnap you and keep you as a pet, Persephone? I could see that. I could see that. You rock those cat ears real well. It has to be said. It has to be said. All right? Not that we know that. It certainly wasn't part of the marketing of the song. Definitely not. We know it's about an STI now, but this is new info to me. Yeah. Yeah. Basically the same for dragons. There's a theory and that the reason they turned up in many cultures over the world was basically because of the amalgamation of primal fears of humans. Yeah, like Greys would be an interesting one to look up for sure, because there's the argument with a lot of like the ancient aliens arguments is like, oh well, there's so many cultures that are so similar, and it's like, well yeah, because human beings think in, especially certain styles of human beings think in a very specific way. Especially when you're talking about religion or people in power. Talking about religion or people in power, you can absolutely guarantee the big things they'll be talking is like, right, what can I do that's going to make me look impressive? Massive fuck off buildings. A huge statue dedicated to me. A huge statue dedicated to this god to prove how much I dedicate myself to this god. You know? Furray, how you doing? How's it going? Got my first bag of prep today. Huzzah! Huzzah! I hope it goes well. Hope it's fantastic and there's no side effects. This conversation does highlight how often people enjoy the bob of a song, especially when younger. The bop of a song, yeah. Not understanding, oh yeah, God, yeah. Some of the songs that kids listen to these days, when you actually listen to the lyrics, you're like... They're listening to this? Okay. They don't understand it. Okay, yeah, sure. Cool. You know what I mean? I've not probably will. Ancient Aliens is laughable as concept. Oh, Journey, if you get the chance, do it. It's fucking brilliant. From an outside... Because as with Ancient Aliens, as the Ancient Aliens, Ancient Apocalypse was another TV series of it all, where it's like Ancient Apocalypse is about how there was an ancient civilization before all of the human beings that currently exist that died out due to some giant cataclysm, and actually we had massively advanced tech. It's like the old fucking Atlantis bullshit. It's like, actually there was this place there was like science fiction and super high tech and all that shit, but it got washed away and buried, and no one can find anything to do with it, but it still existed because we said it did. And it's just like, what? But Ancient Aliens, Ancient Apocalypse, the thing that you will find, all right? The thing you will find about all of these things when it comes down to stuff like that, all right? First of all, the people that are investigating them are not historians. If they were that advanced, they'd be shit to find on the moon. Yeah, fair. Oh, honestly. So, first of all, these people are not historians. They are investigative journalists. And there is a massive difference between the two. One are people who take evidence and go, cool, what does this evidence tell us? And one are people who look at the evidence and go, how does this evidence fit my story? Two massively different people. And you can always tell which is which. You can always tell which is which. Because one people turn around and go, here is all of the evidence. And this is what we think of it. And the other people turn around and go, surely you have to question whether it was giant spaceships. Surely you have to question. And like there's some really, and the worst thing is they will back up, like their stuff will be 80% ludicrous bullshit and 20% really interesting facts. And the really interesting facts are what draw you in to their fucking bullshit. It's fucking wild. I love it. I love it. Fucking love it. You know? Always giant penis-shaped spaceships. Yeah, there's some interesting ones. It's like, oh, this culture have built their houses in a specific way because that was the way that their gods supposedly said that they should build their houses. And as a result, it was obviously aliens. What? This is the way their spaceships looked. What? You're right. What? What? Excuse me, what? They're not wrong. You have to question. You have to question. brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Genuinely fucking brilliant. I love it. Anyway, Silent Witness. The Hyperfocus got, yeah, entirely fair. No Bones is a TV series in America. There's a few TV series. There's at least 2 TV series on Netflix called Bones. One's like a time travel-y, sci-fi, weird, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey kind of one. And one's more CSI style, from what I understand. If you're into true crime, there's a little theory going around that TikTok-y that Edward Dagus may be Jack the Ripper. They've pretty much... I was... pretty convinced that they due to like they can't guarantee anything, but because of DNA evidence and other bits and pieces, they found out that Jack the Ripper was a Polish man, a Polish immigrant who came over, or he is the person they most likely think that it was, or certainly the last I heard, they most likely think it was a Polish immigrant who was I think he was a surgeon in Poland and came over and became a butcher in the UK, if I remember correctly. This series just caught my attention. Oh yeah, it's been around for a little while. But yeah, really interesting, just because of like them finding all the clues and then taking modern pathology to it. Is it pathology? Yeah, pathology. You know, giggles in Ramesses II and Alexander the Great, right? Kind of late here, but sadly a bit lucky. No worries now, Uzumi. It's all good. Thank you for believing my dream. Anytime, Persephone. I'm here to believe in your dream. I wonder if all the flood myths from a bit of the land between Britain and Europe being flooded. Oh, yeah. Well, there's flood myths in every culture. There's flood myths in every culture of or nearly every culture, of like the gods coming and flooding to fucking take everyone away and on all that jazz. And it's like, yeah, there would have been flooding. But you also can't create an entire species of an animal with only 2 of them. Genetics don't work like that, you know? Love studying cultures. Found something amazing. The Cherokee Nation, India, and South America all share the same myth of the water snake being very big with horns that breathes fires. Found this a point in history which would not possibly to ever meet. Oh yeah, as in, but then realistically speaking, there's always going to be certain elements that you expect from things. Horns make things more scary. Snakes are deadly creatures that are scary. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a certain level where it's like, actually, human beings are just putting things together in the same kind of way. You know? They're just putting things together in the same kind of way. It's like, okay, yeah, the pyramids. There's pyramids all over the world. Pyramids all over the fucking world. Surely they must all be the same. No. It's just that that's the best way to make a giant fuck-off building when you have got limited manpower. You want to make something massive, you've got to make it have a big base. And then the best way to make it have a big base is to angle it up like that. That is the best way. That's basically just very simple engineering. You know? And this is the thing that blows my little mind as well. It's just like, oh, well, they didn't have the ability to do it. It's like, no, they did. The earliest that we have found that information is this, or what have you is. But realistically speaking, the human brain hasn't really changed that much in thousands of years. You know how to calculate something, you know how to put it together, then you can put it together. Whether you write it down or not is another question entirely. You know? You know? Most snakes which poisonous typically typically said to breathe fire. Yeah, or it would feel like a burning. I can see how you being bitten by a snake and some being like, oh my god, it burns, it burns, it burns. And then that through word of mouth and people accentuating facts and doing that things. It goes from being bitten by a snake burns, has a burning sensation to this snake breathes fire. I can see that. You know? The whole whispers thing that kids do. Where it's like the whisper, one whispers to another, to whispers to another, whispers to another, whispers to another, and it changes every single time. At one end of the line, you've got the whisper, which is the sky is blue, and at the other end, it's like, Steven stinks of poo. Do you know what I mean? It's like all that shit. The ancient Egyptians were better at math than I am. Good for them. Yeah, and also, like, there's a big thing with ancient aliens. Is like, why did these things are lined up perfectly with these sets of stars? And it's like, yeah, because the stars existed. The stars have been there for a real long time. Oh yeah, that one, those two are in line, but that one's slightly low. Cool. Well, in order to, because that's where we believe the gods live. That's up in the sky is where we believe all the gods live, because the concept of stars is beyond us at this stage. However, we could put that on the ground. We could put that, but on the ground, to let the gods know that we know that they're there. That sounds like a fucking great idea. That sounds like a fucking great idea. And even if it's not that, just looking up and going like, fucking hell, they're pretty. See those ones together? They make like a snake. Do you know what would be really cool is if we like, that's like a coiled bit there, and it coils round and goes up like that. And actually, do you know what? The one next to it looks like a goat. Let's put a big thing on the ground that looks kind of like a snake and a goat. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Here I am not being good at maths at all. They're probably shaking their fists. Had to get one who is bad at maths and science. Sorry, you're good at the history side of it though, Aristotle, all right? You're good at the history side of it. Can all happen inside a single person. No need to go through several until we become law. Yeah, exactly. It can happen inside. Fucking hell. How many times have you misremembered something? How many times have you misremembered something? How's it going, Mr. Hyde? How you doing? Probably just stare at the hill and think. Can build something like that. Oh, God, yeah. And not even speaking for anybody else. Not even speaking for anybody else. Speaking purely as my own thing. He's had more bad. No worries, Sway. You take it easy. Rest well. I hope you sleep swiftly. But not even speaking for anybody else. Just purely speaking for myself. The amount of fucking things that I have had a vision of and gone, I can do that. I could build that. I could build this massive fucking monster thing that comes down and screw it. Anybody who ever does fucking cosplay. Anybody who ever does cosplay and has made a costume from scratch. Cool, I want it to kind of look like this. All right, well, how am I going to do that? Right, well, I'm going to have to make some kind of like cage structure that goes over my shoulders. Then I'm going to have to do these things. Then I'm going to have to do these things. Right, okay, so how, like, that is actually a light up weapon. How am I going to make it light up? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? One of them there things. Anyway, friends, that's what I'm going to call it. That's what I'm going to go. On that note, the note of you friends, you people, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. But guess what? So could our ancestors. Pyramids also have false perspective, so when you look up at it, it seems like it goes right up to the sky. That's fucking cool. That is very, very cool. I like that. When I'm bored, I make up entire religions that live in their little head of mine. I should monetize that someday. You should. You could be the next Scientology, Nibberin. You could be the next Scientology. But on that note, friends, that's where I'm going to call it. That is where I'm going to call it today, you beautiful, beautiful individuals. We are going to go and raid somebody, because we always go and raid somebody. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST. That's 1 p.m. British time. But in the meantime, 54 minutes ago, Autofailure, I was intending to finish a lot earlier than this. 54 minutes ago, Autofailure redeemed a Praise the Mods. And as we do it at the end of every stream, let's do that. Friends, could you please delve deep into your hearts and praise the mods? Throw those mod loves out for the wonderful moderators. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of mod loves from any kind of channel. Say massive thanks to those wonderful, wonderful mods. I would very, 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 very much appreciate it. You beautiful beans. Mods, thank you so much for all that you do. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for all the things you do in and out of stream, both for me personally, behind the scenes, and for the community in the Discord. I very, 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 very much appreciate you, beautiful beings. Let me have a look at who we can go throw some love at. Cool, 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 cool. Ooh, how long have you been on? Do you know what? We haven't rated this person in a very, very, very long time. Or this person. I don't think we've ever rated this person. Let me have a look. However, this person is doing something fun. And I feel like that could be an entertaining thing to go and throw into. Oh, no. They've changed. Never mind. Never mind. All right, friends. If you could stick around for the raid, even if it's on like 5-10 minutes, I would very, 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 very much appreciate it. To go throw some love at another delightful individual. Let's go and throw some love at this wonderful being who we haven't seen in a very long time. And they're glorious and spectacular. So let's go throw them some love. All right. Friends, if you're a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message. If you are not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message. That's the first Bot of Vein raid message for subscribers. The second Bot of Vein message for non-subscribers. Yes. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST, where we're going to be playing a random one-stream game. So it'll be a game that we can play and complete in one stream. That is the plan. Let's go and raid. Let's go raid Dipped in Poison. Let's go raid Dipped in Poison. Let's go throw Dipped in Poison some love, because MJ is absolutely glorious and spectacular and is delightfully wholesome and beautiful and wonderful. And yeah, I think that you will like them. We haven't been to see them in fucking ages. Absolutely fucking ages. Fucking hell, there's loads of you in here. Hello, friends. How you doing? Oh, I wasn't expecting that many. Thank you very much for being around. I very, very much appreciate it. Let me give Dipped in Poison a shout out as well. So if you are not up in the raid for here, please, 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 please click on the link that I have just thrown out into the chat there, so that we can all pile in together. They're beautiful and glorious. Look at them. They're glorious. And they always sit and they chat and they talk about all kinds of random and peculiar things, much like we do. So hopefully if you like this stream, you will also like that stream as well. All right, friends. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for the raids, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bitties. Thanks so much for the donations. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for all of your follows and hanging out and having a wonderful time. I very, 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 very much appreciate it. And thank you once again, all you beautiful individuals, for getting me into the Plus program. I very, very much appreciate it. It's been wonderful and spectacular, and yeah, it's glorious. Friends, let's go see Dipped in Poison. I'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST, where we'll be playing some Rain on Your Parade, if I can get it all working and up and running and what have you. Is okay? Okay. I don't normally stream on Thursdays and Fridays, but we're doing it special this week. All right. I'll see you all later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, because if I wouldn't do it, I'll fucking kill you. I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.